Hello everyone. Now, let me just change right here. Yeah, this one. Here we go. Much better. Hello everyone. How you doing? Hope you guys are having a good day so far. So yeah, sorry about the little delay there. I had to do something off stream. That take care of. And I'm still gonna be busy with other shit though, but I'll worry about that some other time. Right, probably after stream I'll do some stuff, most likely. Just get that shit done. But yeah, never mind. Last stream, which was yesterday, we finally finished off with Borderlands. For now. We finished off with everything that we can possibly do in the first playthrough. There's still Carmax to do, but we can't really do that just yet until we level up a bit more. So we're gonna leave the second playthrough for some other time. Might take a bit because, you know, there's still plenty of other shit that we need to replay. Mostly on PS3, but whatever. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. But yeah. We'll save the second playthrough for so much later on, because for today, we are gonna be continuing on where we left off with more Need for Speed Rivals. Right. As we left off, let's see. We finally finished off with at least the speedless portion of the racers, and we finally managed to get the platinum of the game. So now all that's missing to do on both sides is just farming. Outside that's got to been good. Because I'm able to move around even after wisdom teeth removal. Yeah. I'll be surprised that if the pain would last longer than like 2, maybe 3 days. That tends to go away pretty quickly if you don't, you know, move your mouth too much, or just eat solids. But yeah, for now, with rivals, we're most likely just gonna be farming, and then once we're done with one of the sides, we're just gonna probably start doing the PS4 version. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I still need to figure out what I'm gonna be doing with the PS4 version, because I could totally just do the game again. That would imply also doing the farm as well. Yeah, I still need to figure out what the fuck to do, because I don't want to, you know, just waste a month's worth of fucking PS Plus just because of 2 fucking online trophies. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I might have an idea of what I could possibly do if I don't feel like doing rivals, or if I just end up doing just you know, the online stuff, the online trophies, and that's it. Yeah, I might have an idea. We'll see. We'll see if I end up doing it. Yeah, most likely. Okay, yeah. It's probably just gonna take a few days, but yeah. So yeah, for today we are gonna be continuing on with more of the farming with the cops. Let's see if today we can finish off with the least level 4 cars. I was thinking of start. You would have probably been able to do it. I was 100% sure you were able to do it today, but you know, the way that happened. No, I'm not so sure. We'll see. If we're not gonna do it all one go, we should be able to at least get close to being done with the level 4 cars. With the level 4 cars. Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, with all that said and done, let's go straight to it, shall we? So let me just change right here. And let's hope that the fucking capture card doesn't crap out on me again. Right, I'm still gonna be using wired connection just for Need for Speed Rivals. Yeah, okay, all good. Alright, what the hell do we have here? Yeah, this game's still gonna take a bit to finish off. But at least it's just the farming that we have to do. Now we can just, you know, chill out. At least for now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the game is still gonna be playable even after the servers go off. It's just that you can't play online with other people or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's just that, but you can still play the game just fine offline. Yeah, at least the Ethernet connection doesn't take fucking forever to find a lobby. Alright, switch to cup campaign. Just do the same shit that we've been doing. And now, let's see, where was it? Yeah, pull this out. Then this. Here we go. Alright, what do we have here? Ooh, Mark. Going through the whole world tour in there, I guess. Knockout tour. Oh god, is it gonna be like the line of nothing happening?
Are you planning on ordering?
Hold on a second, I'm looking at the menu.
Oh. Oh god. Hey, it's fine. You don't always just need to get a mushroom egg. You're just gonna easily catch up.
Where did you go?
Oh, that's some bullshit. Ah, shit, I got the wrong car. Damn it.
Wait, that's illegal.
I have the wrong car on. Hold on. I forgot to switch.
Two can play at that game. I'm ready to run.
What the shit?
Got a better score this time.
That's one way of doing that. You shindig.
Nani?
Okay, bro, let's see how you like it.
There we go. Better. Now that's the car that I want to use.
Call for desperate measures.
That's some good right there.
Here we go.
What the fuck? Boom. Yeah, good old SMG4. I still watch the videos. There's always, they always give me a good laugh.
In your face, squad!
That'll do, pig.
I remember that episode called Mario gets his fingers stuck in the door. Yeah,
That'll do.
I remember watching that that one as well on stream. The fuck?
Man, this is so false.
What the fuck is Sonic doing there?
No, no.
Bye-bye.
What? Ah, come on! I hate when it does that. D-
Yeah, I'm going back to jail.
Stop breaking the law, asshole! That chicken. Chicken.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Fine. Oh. Is he gonna go for the fucking bullshit shortcut? Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Just restart. The second it goes for that detour, just immediately restart, because he's always just gonna bug out. Your ass. Tubby custard. Ah, shit. Not the Teletubby shit. There it is. That's an old ass SMG4 fucking joke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. All right. Mario's the winner.
A wiener. Doing the reverse thing. Gotcha.
La la la.
Boom. Out of it, bitch.
Hey, Mario, didn't think you'd last this
Fuck
long.
Kermit.
This is your captain speaking. Please hold over your asses. We got it on these clowns.
Swag, we are not supposed to be part of this
Shut
race.
your bitch ass up.
Shut up. Put your bitch ass on, motherfucker.
I'm about to do a real Giga Chad move, air traffic controller.
Commence the
Damn it,
Slack
miss.
Master Super Skill.
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. Go Batman. Boom. Oh, it's doing the WarioWare. Boom. Oh,
Why won't you die?
this is If I was in WarioWare. I have a feeling they probably did something similar to that, I don't know.
Passenger, stop panicking.
They've been doing videos for so long, they probably already done most shit.
I'm completely and mentally stable.
You sure?
Hey, look, a civilian airliner.
This is your captain speaking. Unfortunately, due to some unexpected turbulence, the airplane exploded.
I won!
Grass, you bitch. Bob.
Not gonna be fired for being late for my 57th shift!
57, goddamn. Better calm down.
What the hell did you do that for?
Uh-oh. Blue monkey.
This shit I'm out. This shit I'm out. Don't mind me.
Boom. What happened to that DK? Anyway. Yeah, where the fuck does this robot DK come from? This shit. Did I miss something?
Hey, monkey!
What?
Hey, what's going on?
I'ma guess I'ma go fishing.
I am a robot.
Come on. Out of the way, dick. Ooh. What? Come on. Little fucker. Get your ass.
Typical. Looks like I'll have to give her a hand.
Yeah, I completely forget that Tari's fucking hand can even talk. It's so underutilized.
Stress reliever after these past few months.
Hey, come back here!
I've seen worse. Your boss entrance game needs work, bro.
Ooh.
I think you're onto something, big guy. We should be fighting them. Now we're talking. Let's show these flesh and bones
Great, not the clankers joining. Come on.
I'm back, bitches!
What? Yeah, great. Yeah, we should get rid of the robot. Oh, Chris, that's supposed to be fucking... Oh, my god. Made an Iron Giant reference? Come on, dude. More! Oh, good, that didn't help. Boom. I'm going home.
Well, folks, it looks like
Fuck on that South Park voice line. Beans. What the fuck? What's the space for next 9 months? Never get old. Alright, what else do we have here? Here we go. That'll be. We'll let this one play for a little bit. God damn it, Joel. That fucking suit already stinks like crazy. Put it in the washer.
Superman is out on VOD today. Go out and get it, guys. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. This is my third viewing review, actually fourth. I've seen Superman four times now.
God, that shit's still satisfying.
Count the VOD that I'm about to see and edit tremendously. It is an exciting time to be a Superman fan. I am so happy. I am so grateful that James Gunn understands Superman and gives us a more human, a warm Superman who's filled with hope, who has flaws, who, you know, tries to rise above them, puts one boot on at a time, and goes out there and does the best that he
putting
can.
one nipple at a
Symbol
time.
of hope and an example for others. And my opinion on Superman 2025, the first film in the new DCU, has evolved over time. A lot of people were surprised when I gave Superman a 6 out of 10. I said that it was slightly above average in my initial review.
Come on.
And honestly, you know, I don't think that way anymore. There are a few things
But it's a 5?
that just rubbed me the wrong way that I couldn't accept at the time. And that lowered my score, and I'll get into exactly what I couldn't accept. But you know, there's a lot of films like that I have grown to love and appreciate. Let me give you an example. So The Mist, you know, The Mist, you know, and I missed. Movie, when I first saw it, it's one of the first those types of endings that I've seen. I won't spoil it here, but I fucking hated the ending, you know, initially. But over time, I ended up liking it and appreciating it. Any films like that can kind of make me think more. I'm a big fan of A24 films, and often a lot of those films are very off-putting at first and deal with you know, initially it has a style that grows on you, and there's different layers that you can unpack, and you see what the artist was trying to do, and I have seen that with James Gunn's Superman over time. Now, you know, seeing it so successful in the United States didn't do so well in the rest of the countries internationally. We can talk about why, I think, but
I mean, I haven't really seen them.
In the US, it did so
I don't tend to go through the cinemas that often, like at all. I rarely go to the cinema, or just watch movies in general.
A lot of people tried to tear down Superman. A lot of weirdos and right-wingers and Fox News tried to jump on this and tear him down, and grifters and shit. And it was hilarious seeing them bounce right off of Superman.
What?
They couldn't do shit about it. Nobody was buying their snake oil with regards to Superman.
I mean, that's just Fox News for you. You shouldn't trust anything that comes from that fucking news station.
To bring him down, you couldn't. One of the most successful Superman films in the United States and ever, and it was a big hit. Unfortunately, because the international numbers weren't up to par, it didn't reach those insane levels. And but
Yeah, come on. Almost there.
Yeah, this is a success for us. It seems like James Gunn is already fast-tracking more Superman. Initially, I thought it was
come on, I should have done it, dude.
with Batman. I thought it was
Will you
Batman
fuck off?
Superman.
Hell.
I thought maybe it could be the Trinity. But I think I've done a lot of research and interviews, and he says, no, it's none of those. It's something that people may not expect. And I think I've pinpointed what it is based upon his recent comments. It's the Superman saga. To me,
Saga?
And it's revealed in a lot of these behind the scenes that are going to be on
Like, it's supposed to be very much like the comics that it's based on or whatever.
That it's probably more than likely going to be a team up. It's going to be a Superman family film, Superman and Supergirl and Brainiac. That is what I think is the next one. He says it's a Superman sequel, but it's not necessarily Superman 2. And I think that's what it is. It's essentially Superman 2. It is. It isn't. That would be so fucking exciting. I've always wanted to see Brainiac on the screen and not the Flash version of Brainiac with the spider and all that shit versus Nick Cage, but an actual version of Brainiac.
Oh, like in the Flash movie.
In the comics,
with the what ifs.
Reeve storyline, and there we got a little bit of Brainiac, but it would be cool to see it in live action. And it's a great fucking time to be a Superman fan. You know, the comics are doing better than ever. You go to your local comic store, they say the Superman comics are selling well. Supergirl, Crypto, new interest across the board. I have videos. Check out the top 10 Superman comics. If you guys want more, I have 10. I actually have 20 more Superman comics that we can get into. But yeah, and in terms of hype, in terms of energy, in terms of new bringing Superman to the mass audiences, this film is like a fucking 10 out of 10. And I said it before, if you see what I see in Superman, if this film helps you to see that, it's a fucking 10 out of 10, you know? And my fan brain was always rating it higher, but my critic brain still has some problems with the film. And some story elements and some things, but I've learned to
Agent 007, Agent fucking Hitman over there.
Things that initially rubbed me the wrong way.
Agent 47 or whatever.
Things that I refuse to acknowledge or enjoy is just not for me. So let's go over some of those right now in celebration of Superman being out on VOD. Go buy it. You know, a lot of people think, oh, well, if it doesn't make this much money, then it's over. There's a whole secondary market. You know, a lot of films
like Blu-rays and stuff.
Explode in DVD sales back in the day. VHS, the home market, which is now VODs. So the home market there, though you still have, you know, DVD commentary and all the special features on the physical media. But then you have, you know, video on demand, which, you know, some people, oh, well, it's not as much as it used to be. No, it's actually 3 times the size of that shit back in the old days.
It's a fucking hit just fine. Why is the game lying to me?
Generate even more profit for the studios, and I think that is what is going to help Superman as well. And then all the marketing deals, all the different things, the brand deals that are bringing in money for you know, the DCU is still going. So let's jump in to what led to -4 points from me. What led from Superman going from a 10 out of 10
-4. Oh, is it like it's still 6?
What could I not take? Well, I'm gonna take all the positive points. I'm gonna be dressed as Superman. I'm gonna take all the negative points, and I'm gonna be dressed as Nuclear Man. Destroy! Destroy Superman!
Destroy Superman.
But first, I have fun.
What the hell going on? Yeah, I could definitely tell was a fucking Superman nerd over here.
You'll get it. You'll get it. Here, play the clip.
Damn it. Come on. I should have hit. There we go. Got him.
Every time the film has something bad, I'm gonna show up as evil Nuclear Man and tell you the negative thing, okay?
Destroy Superman. First, I have fun.
time because it's hard to get out of that costume and put that costume back on.
And also
And do
copyright.
it over and over. But essentially, the
Then
first
also
bad
copyright.
thing that I think the film has is a few things. There's the pacing, what they do to Mom Paul Kent, I can't get into. Superman needing to be a little bit more assertive with some of his views, and a few other things that I'm going to save for later. But I'm here to tell you the bad things. And if you don't agree, I will hurt people.
If you will not tell me, I will hurt people.
The biggest thing was, you know, and I'm trying to avoid spoil. It's the third one here, so I mean the movie's been out for a while. It's on VOD. I'm gonna mention that there's this plot line with Superman's parents. So the first thing that I evolved on, and this was upon repeated viewings, the insane breakneck pace that I complained as being similar to a TikTok pace or a Minecraft pace.
The TikTok
it's
pace.
still there.
Like
And that's still
ADHD editing,
going to hold back
as I
the
like to
film
call it.
from being a complete 10 out of 10, you know, and high rankings, because there's many times where the film is not allowed to breathe. A lot of the stuff is either undercut by a joke almost immediately, or it's just a fast pace. One example is, you know, the kaiju battle, which I have some problems with as well. Once Superman's trying to assert himself, and I want to get the conclusion of it, it's just immediately cut off when we go into the next scene. So before one scene is finished, we're already starting the next scene. And that's when it's revealed that his parents have this message for him that starts the conflict of the movie, and a lot of people lose faith in Superman. And so that is always a pacing issue that I didn't like. And what has evolved over time with repeated viewings, all that stuff comes together. And it's less of an issue of seeing it again. You see where he's heading.
I guess the pacing does improve because you kind of already know what's going to happen. So you're already expecting the pace order.
You kind of know what to expect as it's coming. And I guess it was, I'm an old fart. I'm an old man. I like those older films. Now, I probably don't want to go all the way to the 70s where the fucking films were at a snail's pace and it's a slow burn and it's so slow, it's so boring. I like more the 80s, 90s where there's some pace to it, but then, you know, there's moments to breathe and soft and quiet moments to give more impact to the moments of action and the fast ones. Lately, you know, 2020s, we've been having films that are just like, it's just really, really fast, and it never fucking slows down. And
I can see some. I can definitely see that.
Some of the emotional,
especially like again with a good example that being the Minecraft movie.
The next big one that I evolved on. This is a huge one that put me off. Turning Kal-El's parents evil. And, you know, well, they're not necessarily evil. Upon rewatching, they're more benevolent. They're more dismissive of humanity. They haven't done the research. They haven't been on the planet to see what Superman sees on it. There's a small chance that their minds might evolve on humanity, and they might consider themselves wrong if Kal-El was to explain to them certain things. But this is their kind of prejudice against other races. Kryptonians.
That's just how we're gonna see with like the later movies.
In Man of Steel and the comics, you know, from certain comic writers, this was kind of the attitude of the Kryptonians. So it's really not that far off. Hell, in Smallville,
it did hit. Nice.
Kind of an AI version of Jor-El, kind of evil, and have this same kind of thing as well. So it's an idea that is not out of nowhere, that does have some basis in the comics and some ability to be used in a feature film if it's used well enough. And when it just rubbed me wrong, really
every fucking time, man. What the shit?
Like it robs
Leave mine. God damn it.
But upon rewatching, I think it does the opposite.
Also, why am I not getting? Why am I not getting SP again?
Superman himself, a character even stronger.
Also, why the fuck am I not getting SP?
Oh, he was always good. His parents are paragon of goodness and truth and justice.
Why the hell am I not getting SP from doing the mission?
And he's good by default. Then he comes to Earth and he's good by default. And then he has his his Kansas parents raise him to instill the all the values that we hold dear here, and he's good by their help. And it became layer upon layer upon layer upon layer where
I wasn't getting any SP from it. What shit?
Some agency away from Kal-El, away from Clark, away from Superman and the person that he is. And in this film, what James Gunn is trying to do by bringing this story up, by showing that, is to...
Is just the mission not giving me any more SP? It already hit the max or whatever?
And it's so fucking beautiful when his father speaks to him and basically says that, parents really shouldn't tell the kids exactly who they are and who they should be and all this stuff, that they should be given the tools to do right and given all the things necessary for them to make the decision on their own. And he eventually says, the choices that you make define who you are.
I'm not getting any more SP from this style.
Your choices, Clark. Your actions.
The fuck? Why am I not getting SP from this?
What makes you?
The game probably bugged out or some shit.
That Superman is Superman because he's Superman. Because he's chosen to be good. He's chosen.
The game probably bugged out.
Instead of tear them down. He's chosen to be the defender of the defenseless. And not because,
let's find a different session that fixes it.
I'll just do it too, and this and that. It's the fact that he remains a good person and is not going to change who he is when he realizes, the Kryptonians or my parents may not hold the same values that I do. And that is fucking powerful.
I'll tell you something, son. I couldn't be more proud of you.
That's powerful for the Superman character.
Let's see if this finally fixes it.
An audience.
If not, then I'm just gonna have to fucking restart the whole thing.
Because it does both. You may have been raised by parents that are fucking amazing, and that's the Kansas parents. Or you may be raised by parents that you just like, what is wrong? What is going on? It's like, why do you think this way? What's wrong with you? And you make your own choices, and that's who defines you as a person. And so that's even stronger. And by the end of the film, and it didn't hit me as hard as it hit me on second and third and fourth viewing.
If it still doesn't give me SP, then I'm just gonna restart the game.
When Clark and Kal-El is at the end of the film after this huge fucking battle, after this exhausted.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Now it's back to normal. Don't know what the fuck was going on there.
Gary, the robot. Superman says, "Would you like for me to play the clip from your parents?" And Superman says, "Yes."
Ah, why there's so many fucking cars in here to play? Fuck me.
And instead of the Kryptonian parents, it's his Kansas parents and their home movies. That little kid running to his dad. I still feel that. I feel that hard, because when I'd stay at my grandma's house and my dad would show, she'd take care of me, and then my dad would show up through the door. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm crying a little bit. That running in, and
there we go. Now it's working.
Pick me up and take me home, and I was just so excited to see him.
Now the fucking thing's working again.
You have these moments from your childhood that are just like filled with.
Hi there, Albert Stacks. What's been good?
In your brain, and you play over and over. As these.
We're just farming some SP here with the cups. We already finished off with everything else. Now it's just farming SP for all the upgrades.
And the good times, we were all children and we were just having fun and we didn't have a bunch of responsibilities and shit weighing us down in the fucking ugliness of adulthood and the world out there. It's so good, it's so pure. And he realizes that you know, these are his parents. They've always been his parents. They've raised him. And when he's fucking smiling at the end, oh, shit, man. That shit hit so hard. I teared up in the theater. I'm tearing up now. And, you know, and that stuff affects you, especially, you know, if you love your father. And, you know, Superman clearly loves his father. I love the fact that, you know, both parents, you know, are there. They don't kill off one for a cheap emotional fucking moment that doesn't make sense in Man of Steel. That's one of the parts in Man of Steel that I hate tremendously and I still don't like. But, you know, this is what Squirrel died. Things that I don't like, and one of them pertains to on Paul Kent that I'll get to in a minute. But that alone, that and how it serves the story, and it puts a fucking bow tie at the end, and it's a theme throughout the film. And you know, that Superman's decisions and his actions, to be the person that he is, amazing. That's a +1 point. When initially I saw it, I was mad at it. I closed my brain off, and I was unwilling to hear the rest of it or accept it. Upon rewatching, that has completely changed. And you know, some people are still fighting. Well, it's a bit. The message was translated poorly. No, James Gunn has laughed at that and said, no, I tried like 6 different times to say it in the film. How do people still think that it's a fake message? It's not.
It's got to be doctored.
No way, Clark. I know there's computer forensics guys. They're not going to say it's legit unless they are sure.
You buying this?
I don't put anything past Luthor, Rick. But the message is authentic.
The message.
The way it was intended.
It's supposed to be like a fourth wall break, or is it like something completely different in the movie?
No, somebody asked James Gunn that. He's like, what would he know about Superman's parents? She probably is from a different city, doesn't know them as well. We're going to see exactly what Kara's experiences are and why, you know, and she can explain some of this. And I am curious, and I hope there is a scene in the Superman saga that deals with it.
Thank you. Nice. Let's go.
This bold direction.
Oh, look at that. The AI actually helped out for once.
Every good Superman should have some bold, controversial decisions. And so as long as it works out, so as long as you put some thought into it, you could still hate it, but it has purpose and it serves the story. And ultimately, while I hated it at first, I love it now. And I think it's great. And again, it doesn't disclude the fact that, you know, maybe his parents would, you know, have changed their minds. It doesn't mean they were terrible people on Krypton. You know, it could be that they were good people on Krypton as well. It's a little extreme. You will have to figure out how the hell they're going to explain some of that in the future. But that
later movies, if there's going to be more of them,
then fine. I'm willing to accept that. You know, for example, Zack Snyder did the bold decision of Superman kills. My Superman kills somebody, and he kills somebody on screen in a very deliberate way in order to save people. And my Batman...
all it takes is one crash, and I immediately can't catch up to the fucker. God damn.
I want an edgy Batman, and if you knew what Zack Snyder wanted to do with Batman originally, which they wouldn't allow him to do, where he was, you know, and taking advantage, like there's some wacky shit that Zack wanted to do, and you know, it wouldn't have worked out. And I defended that decision when Superman was killed, when he snaps Zod's neck. And I said, if Superman is driven to kill, which, by the way, James Gunn says that this Superman would kill.
Yeah, I believe he believes in the basic right to life. I mean, I think that that's just not in him. But I also I'm not a purist in that respect. I think that if, for instance, he had to kill to protect somebody's life, he would probably do that, even though that would be hard for him.
So it's the very same. So if you complain about that, then you also have to complain about it here. And I expect that James Gunn will play with this. I do think that James Gunn needs to be told that there's always another way. Yes, your Superman's willing to kill. He even drops a line in. It has to be somewhere around the Peacemaker cameo part.
Guys like this, they always get a whole bunch of dark.
Oh.
I mean, guys like this. This is better than everybody else. Makes his declarations against killing people unless it's absolutely necessary.
Come on.
Really do?
But he needs to be told that there is always another way, and that's what makes Superman special. That he never gives up on that other way. And I would like for that to become canonized if he has an opportunity in the future, and he needs to assert himself a little more. That's another weak thing about this particular Superman. He's a little bit of a pushover.
Superman is pushed around by his friends too much. Kill Superman. First I have fun.
He's supposedly been working for 3 years. It's time to grow a backbone. When the Justice Gang and your friends show up and they fucking murder a creature and you're like, guys, stop it. Maybe we can take them to a intergalactic zoo. We can find a way, you know, maybe this creature.
Intergalactic zoo? What? That's a thing?
Brutally murdering it and then being nonchalant about it. Oh, hey, oh, well, dang, I was hoping that we would do this. No, you say, stop it. Don't do that again. And, you know, get Superman serious. He needs a tiny bit more of the authoritarian, of that stoicness for things that he believes in. And I think
I'm just bullying this guy by now.
His morals and his values, and then you can have that come out. Right now, he's a little weak on certain things. And that, you know, brought a little bit of this interpretation and depiction of Superman.
Come on, that should have gotten him.
But that doesn't mean that he can't grow from here. And
you
so
fuck
I want
off.
to address that as well, the kaiju part.
This should have gotten them.
The Superman's parents, the kaiju part.
Superman's parents are played for a joke. Destroy Superman.
Fuck it, let's just get into it. The other part that was holding back the film, I do not like Ma and Pa Kent being depicted as podunk.
Hey, Clark.
For what now?
Me and Pa just wanted to call and say congratulations on that front page boy.
As being hillbilly. I'm screaming into the phone. Is this how phones work?
That is something.
Hey, ask Mom if she barbecued up any good roadkill lately. Shut up, Steve. Like that.
No, maybe that would have worked 10 years ago, 20 years ago, but I just don't feel like it works now.
Hey, shit. Oh, I'm definitely not catching up to him now. What the fuck was that?
Wanted to say
Fuck off.
congrats and tell you we're thinking
What was that? I just clipped to the floor.
I know James Gunn, and it's a creative decision. He wanted them to be the salt of the earth. He wanted them to be, you know, regular folk. But I think it's just depicted a little too hard here. And they said, all right, let's roll that back a little bit.
Pa says, don't be a stranger.
Stranger.
But the morals and the values of these two parents do still come out by the end. One of the few times that the film slows down is when Paul Kent comes out, when Clark is sitting there after recovering, and he's like, hey, you know, that girl's, you know, pretty nice, you know, Marianne or whatever, gets her name wrong, and it's like, it's Lois, you know. And
Marianne.
They share this beautiful
Professor and the Marianne.
You know, that through line about Superman's parents and who he is.
Why is that guy super slow, though?
It's still there. It's not as bad as some people make it. And initially, upon rewatch, I hated it. I hated it when I first saw it. I hated it when I second saw it. But it's now I'm in the middle on it, and you can't push me anymore. I don't kind of like that. I don't want them to become jokes and caricatures, and it's dangerous, and it's bordering on that. So that one I still am confused on.
Pa says, don't be a stranger.
Damn it.
One of the things is in the fights, you know, when he's fighting the engineer and Ultraman, and he flies up, his plan didn't
Get your
make
ass here,
sense to me
fucker.
initially. I think when you first see it, you're like, what was Superman's plan here? And I think ultimately, upon seeing it, I said, oh, this is more obvious to me now. He's trying to deprive the nanobots of oxygen, of air. So the engineer herself still needs air to breathe. Maybe only temporary. She can't hold her breath as long as Superman, perhaps. And so, you know, and the nanobots are trying to deprived Superman.
Not gonna go to the fucking shortcut.
So he's
Get
trying to
over
go
here.
up there, and I think
No,
that
you don't.
with that, when
You're not gonna
knocks
bug
her
out again.
Conscious, when he's doing his power bomb,
I can hear when he just goes for that shortcut. Because it never fucking works. He always just bugs out and gets stuck in it.
and he's essentially, if you guys aren't gonna let go of me, then I'm gonna power bomb us all. And Lex makes a critical mistake by saying, wrap him up in more nanobots.
Engineer, envelop him completely.
Which actually gives Superman, unfortunately, more protection. So Lex makes a mistake. The engineer's limitations are there. When she slams in, she's knocked out for good for the rest of the film. Now Ultraman and Superman can take it because they're higher levels, invulnerability levels. But she's knocked out, and when she's knocked out, all of her nanobots lose consciousness, lose power, and he's able to easily pull out the nanobots. So where I was like, huh? You know, it has way more impact upon second and third viewing and fourth viewing. And then the battle with his double, with this clone, this evil clone version of him, it's so cool upon repeat watching. In fact, you know, I liked it the first time, but I like it even more. He has that long hair, sinister look about him. He almost looks like Henry Cavill a little bit. So he kind of this old Man of Steel versus new Superman thing. But even without,
I can kind of see it.
David on
David
looking like badass and fighting. I hope this is
Just miss like miss. No, it's not Miss. There was a copycat Superman in the comics, but I don't remember what the name was.
This is not a confirmed kill.
Fucker.
That takes him to a different area, and that character is still available for use in the future. In case you were worrying, oh, will do Superman kill in this movie? Technically, it kind of seems like he does, but James confirmed that that's not exactly the case there. So I really liked that fight, and it is brutal. And the way they spin and move. And recently,
Where's your fucker?
Stunt double showed off some of the moves. And man, this shit looks so fucking good. Look at this.
Dick. No, you don't. Asshole.
And it's wild that with seeing the wires on there and seeing the camera more static and seeing a longer, wider shot, it seems to have more impact, and some of the moves are a little more clear. And that's the other problem and why I felt
oh, they're adding the special effects into like the stunt stuff.
This Flash cinematographer, I just don't like. Sometimes I like what he's doing, but other times he has a distinct style, fisheye lens, big old fucking head, you know, and then the action is also very close and sometimes filmed. And so this is kind of proof that you see that's behind the scenes stuff, and it actually looks sometimes more impressive than it does when you put on all the CGI and all the effects and all the stuff there. It's pretty crazy to me. Another reason why I kind of held the film back is it's not cheap looking, but it's not expensive looking. It doesn't look like the budget of $225 million. I've seen, you know, budgets of other movies that seem to be more effective.
Damn it.
Cinematography.
And I don't know why the budget doesn't really.
Oh, it takes just one crash. You cannot fucking catch up. God damn.
Here.
The cinematography.
The outside of the Daily Planet and the Fortress of Solitude, it all kind of looks cheap to me. The Lex office is a little lacking. The Pocket Universe is a little lackluster. And why is there a pixel river there? Is this fucking voxel pixel river
what?
that's just too much like Minecraft. I didn't like it. Now it's very comic booky. I get it, but that's more like a Marvel comic book. Well, no, it just kind of dumb looking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure DC can also go pretty wacky with their shit.
I just feel like this $225 million budget, where did it go? You know, there's not much of the fictional countries that you see. You know, we get a rock quarry for most of it.
Rock what
you
now?
Know, they just filmed on the cheap. And it's like, why is it a rock quarry? I don't understand. But okay, that's the part near the border, I guess. And sometimes it has that episode of TV feeling. Some of the sets and the set design. I think the set designer, unfortunately, not good.
What? Fucking him when it does that. Come on.
And there's a random Comic-Con convention fight. They slam into this convention, and it's so indistinct. You can't even pick out what some of these posters are in this convention center. It's a little weird. It could feel more expensive. There are directors out there that are able to get the most out of their budget, and I just don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
The military of Barovia. Why do they say they want the streets to run with the blood of their enemies?
Garhanturian.
And then no one fires a single shot from their guns. They just sit there and point the guns. This I can't excuse. This makes no sense. They fire one tank shot, but nobody fires. I guess they're about to fire, but nobody
Yeah, Superman
fires.
shows up, I guess.
Slaughtered them all.
It's goofy.
Ooh.
But the song selection, while initially the punk rock thing I said bothered me because I don't like punk rock, my feelings have evolved on it. Even the scene with Mr. Terrific, which is one of the best fucking scenes in the film, he is a show stealer. I want to see so much more of Mr.
Yeah, I heard about this movie. It's
James
just
Gunn has
this
nailed that character.
dude that played Mrs. Terrific is just really good in the movie. That's about it.
But the music choice there, it's so goofy. And
Probably like the best character in the movie, I guess. That's just what I heard though. Yeah.
Now, upon repeat watchings, it's a no, I still don't like it. But the second song, the you know, wanna be a rock star, that rocks the punk star.
I see you stagger in the street. And you can't stay on your feet.
Oh, I love it now. I fucking love it. And that actually can make me emotional because the words have completely new meaning in this song. Because of another through line throughout the film that really works. This idea that maybe being kind to people, being warm to people, you know, doing the right
I think it was the last Lamborghini Aventura that I need to do.
Everyone you've ever met is like beautiful.
Maybe that's the real punk rock.
And for the song to tie into that, and if you listen to it and the song lyrics, I'm listening to the music with no fear. Like the music is being kind. The music is being the person that you are and this awesome person. And you're listening to that. You're tuned into it without fear. And that works perfectly. And you can hear it too if you're sincere. And you can be like this too. That's inspiring hope. That makes me want to tear up again. Because I'm a punk rocker.
I guess it kind of fits with Superman, I guess.
And it's like you're owning it. You're proud of it. And this, even though I personally, you know, I'm very big into heavy metal, and I like rap, and I like all these other songs, and I like classical. I just not into, you know, punk rock, and I find it annoying sometimes. Like the Crab Joy song later on, that's annoying. That's shitty. I think it's supposed to be shitty. Even Lois is like, they suck. So that's kind of, and James Gunn wrote that song himself too. But I think it's kind of supposed to be.
Yeah, I have no idea how the fuck Angry Joe's keeping that fucking video copyright free. He's in so many songs.
You know, Iggy Pop, the Teddy Bears featuring Iggy Pop, punk rocker, would fit Superman so well, but it fits this version of Superman so well. And when that fucking logo smashes and it's the Superman logo and it fucking glows and the song is going, it fucking gets me, man. That shit is way up there. And so the emotional beats hit. And you would think that I've been repeat viewings of other things and the emotional beats hit less. And for some reason, the emotional beats in Superman hit harder and better.
I'm as human as anyone. I love, I get scared. I wake up every morning and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other and I try to make the best choices I can.
I put pain one nipple at a one nipple at a time.
Upon repeat viewings. And that, for that, and for some of the other reasons, boom, +1 point, boom, +1 point. I'm at an 8 out of 10. And that my opinion has evolved. People's opinions and tastes in movies can change upon repeat viewings. And I don't have the luxury of going back and telling you, oh, this one definitely went up, this one definitely went down.
Ooh.
And there are some that I'm like, man, I don't know what I was doing. And my criticism has evolved since then, you know, when I was first starting out. But there are a few things that I still think hold it back. So I no longer, you know, I do think that
dude's still holding onto the fucking cigar there.
I would have preferred, you know, outside of the John Williams.
That's very J.K. Simmons like Spider-Man.
Using it doesn't really feel like it has that identity. Iggy Pop and the Teddy Bears is their best one, right? In addition to their rendition of the John Williams, which is great as well. But it needed something like Man of Steel has boom, and it's addicting, and so that is a far better score. But the song selection doesn't bother me as much as it once did. But again, the cinematography kind of holds it back a little bit from some of the fights. You know, some of those combined issues, the evil Jor-El, I've evolved on that. The Lex...
damn it. I was paying attention to the fucking turbo. I'm paying attention to the road.
Ultimately, Nicholas Holt shines through, and, you know, I don't know why people, you know, are so upset when they see a man cry and it triggers something in them where they get angry and they say, this sucks, I hate it. I don't know. Those people are going to have to take a look at themselves and understand why that elicits that reaction in them, because I think that, you know, complaining about people crying as men is weird. You know, if you saw somebody, if you have a good heart to you and you're tuned into people have different personalities. People are more sensitive to things. And at one point, we see a guy, an innocent person, just shot in the fucking head right in front of you. And, you know, Superman lets out a blood-curdling, you know, scream like, no. But, you know, Metamorpho, Element Man, basically, it shocks him, and he's almost crying.
Damn it. Missed again.
People are, like, bagging on that and ragging on it. And ultimately, I mean, not everybody has the same personality. And I think it's completely realistic for him to have that type of reaction, to see something like that in front of him. We don't know what fucking trauma he's been through in the past. Could have fucking triggered something that he's, you know, been through in the past as well.
And
then, you know, Lex has put everything into this plan. And at the end, when he's just like, it's a mixture of like holding back tears, but yet such anger and frustration and hatred that he's pouring into, that basically
was gonna get hit
has
again.
defeated him and embarrassed him once again. And you feel that hatred, and you feel that.
No,
you know,
I'm not gonna go for the fucking detour again. Piss off.
He's gonna come at Superman hard, and this shit is awesome.
Fucking him when it goes for that shortcut.
Yeah, so
it always bugs out.
I think that, you know, Superman is a little bit too meek. I want him to insert himself, but there's plenty of time for that in future films.
Yeah, this is still just the first movie.
A little bit of authority.
If there's gonna be more,
when, you know,
we'll see.
Gardner kills a creature that we could have saved, and then have a talk with the team later on. Hey, I think there was other ways to solve this besides you just coming in and killing something. You know, I would have liked that a lot. And then, yeah, and I still don't like the fact that Krypto is Kara's dog. That's always been Superman's dog. only in recent stories, only to make the Woman of Tomorrow comic book work a little better. And you'll see why it works a little better with Crypto being Kara's dog, because basically that dog is going to help Kara transform from this fucking mess of a person, and what she goes through in Woman of Tomorrow makes her a more complete and rounded person.
Just a little bump.
Crypto is a part of that. And all this complaining about, oh, well, you know, we should be able to punch Crypto and we should be able to do this thing with Crypto. Well, just wait, because I don't know how he's going to handle what needs to happen in the sequel. So that's coming.
When it happens.
I don't like it, but again, it's one of those things, if it serves a purpose and that purpose is really well executed and works, then I'm willing to, you know, excuse it. And I think he knew that he's torn as well because he loves dogs. Obviously, Crypto was inspired by his own dog, who's a menace. But I feel like he knows it. He's like, you know, yeah, I see that it's not, and I feel you, Joe, and that's why I'm going to throw you a bone, and at the end, I'm just going to put an image of him and Crypto, you know, on the moon, watching the Earth, which, you know, if we look at, actually has, oh no, I spilled something. Yeah, I'm back.
What happened?
Okay, so I cleaned up. And then I also don't like, you know, and then people are always bagging on the film. Oh, Superman gets his ass kicked the whole fucking film. It's like, God,
Superman's weak. He always loses. To every battle, he gets his ass kicked.
The only fight Superman lost in his entire career, because they said this is the first time he's ever lost in the opening. The only time Superman has ever lost in his entire career was to a clone of himself. He lost to himself. Not only was it losing to himself, and that's the one person he's allowed to lose to. Not only did he lose to himself, but somebody himself being controlled and supported and augmented by the second smartest guy on the planet, who spent 3 years developing perfect counters to
Brainiac 5? Wait, what?
moves and abilities that he has been studying for
There's more than one Brainiac?
before he has this plan. That doesn't sound weird.
Are you commenting war from like the fucking the goddamn Suicide Squad game? This shit?
Have you seen when he and that final fight, he is a slugger. He is brutal. He is beating ass. And I thought it was well handled. Yeah, well handled.
Fucking dick, get your ass.
Some people are like, I'm really upset. Is it just me, or they make him look weak? It's like, pay attention. It's not fair, because I've seen the film 4 times, and I'm sure if they'd seen the film a little more, and it absorbs a little more, then I know it goes really fast, but you know, upon second viewing, you'll understand it more. But there are certain things, again, in the film that don't improve upon second viewing.
Eve is a ridiculous character and too much of a convenience and a joke. Kill Superman.
For me, the Eve stuff, Lex's girlfriend, it's a little too convenient. It would have been better if they want to go that route and not give it to Lois Lane, picking apart Lex from the inside.
He bugged out as well.
Discovering that with Jimmy's help, so still giving Jimmy something to do. I just think it would have been better if you wanted to keep the.
Oh, he's over here.
That she made a decision.
He just got stuck in the rock.
Horrified by him to betray him, and not this idea. Oh, she does, Joe. She calls her. I'm done with Lex. No, it's more. I'm done with him as a boyfriend, and I'm coming to you. And she does it indirectly through selfies. I guess you can. There's a small room for an argument. Oh, she knew what she was doing, and she knew all that. But in the film, it's presented.
Wrong one. Damn it.
Happened, right? And it
fucking tell which one it was.
So if they cleared that up, I think it would have been a little better. It needed to be brought forward more, because you can interpret it both ways. Actually, why does Lex let her take selfies of everything that he has? It's so fucking stupid. But I think what it's saying is that he has a weakness for women and dumb women. Maybe it's because he's so smart, and maybe it's Maybe it's even deeper than
His
that.
ego?
He doesn't like
I don't
smart
know.
women, and he doesn't like to be challenged by smart women. So he ends up with these dumb broads that do stupid shit and say stupid shit that pisses him off because you see that ex-girlfriend in the prison. So he has a weakness for women. He's petty about it, but that
I can definitely see like
is a character
him
trait,
giving
a
himself a
character
fucking
flaw,
power
not
move or whatever.
necessarily so you can explain
He's
it.
I can definitely see like Super doing something like that, just like just to flex or whatever.
And then also, you know, a lot of the action scenes are in extreme close-up. I need to you know, bring it out a little bit. And, you know, initially the raptor fight at the end I thought was a CGI mess and was dumb, but upon reading to see Superman do all these really badass spins that he does in the comics, and then the laser as he goes super fast, that initially wasn't all that great to me, but it's gotten better, and it's like, this is cool to see this, because we're at this level where you could do that and it comes across, and sometimes it kind of comes across wrong the first way. On repeated viewings, I like it better. One thing that I don't like, though, is Hawk Girl. Hawk Girl killing the president of another country. It's too casual. It's too much like The Boys.
They need more blood in this death.
And I hope that Superman learns about this and has a talk with Hawk Girl. You know, if they're going to be, especially if they're going to be on the same team, we got to have a talk about, you know, killing people like this. And I know that she's her own character and she can do whatever she wants. Superman's not her fucking dad. And I get all those counter arguments, but I think Superman would have a problem with it. And if you start going around killing things one time, Superman should confront you and show you and talk to you about there being a better way. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Those are all my thoughts upon second, third, fourth viewing. I have a few more.
Already?
Like another small little thing.
No, let's see like 10 minutes.
Where did all the kryptonite go? There was some in the prequel novel, which may or may not be canon. I'm starting to think it's not canon because Otis in the prequel novel is more of a bumbling comedic, device, and he in the movie he's like a normal person. He acts normal. He's not a sidekick, you know, bumbling idiot sidekick like the original Christopher Reeve films. Yeah. So, but that might not be canon because kryptonite was powering Metallo in that novel. So Superman has fought and encountered Metallo, and eventually Justice Gang helps.
There's so many fucking random fucking Superman characters. I just have no idea who they are.
So actually, that's not canon, since the film says the first time he ever lost was to Ultraman. So I guess the junior prequel novel is not canon. But so I guess in this continuity, where's all the kryptonite? Who's collecting it? So maybe that's Brainiac. Maybe it's another faction we haven't seen yet. So that could be a story thing in the future. And finally, that 15-minute interview scene between Lois and Superman. I love it so much. It was such a bold decision. So few films have that where so much of the film is devoted to it. It's almost like a third of the film or a
Already beat my record. Let's go.
Because it's so long and allowed time to breathe. And look what happens when you allow a scene to breathe and you allow the motions to set in. It results in an I love you later on, and then a return of that love later on from Lois to Superman in this amazing kissing scene as they're flying upward. It is this burst of emotion. And when you're in a young relationship, a new relationship, and you have your first fight, I think it's relatable and it's interesting. These are two passionate people that are strong-willed and strong-headed people, and they have their own interpretation of these very complex events. And to me, that's passion, and that's love, and that's awesome. And the way it's depicted here, it's sad at first, and you don't want it to end like that, and it ends like that, and then they address.
Come on.
We shouldn't have, ended it like that, and it's well done, well executed, and then it's another well executed James Gunn through line. So you have James Gunn's parents and who Superman is and the decisions that he makes and who he is, and then you have the punk rocker and being kind, and then you have the ideas of these you know, this budding relationship maturing and understanding each other. And I think that works out. It is still left up in the air, you know, a little bit, and it should be, because these are complex issues.
Yeah, because again, there's probably gonna be more people coming, more movies coming in. And you don't want to resolve everything in one go. Yes. That is, if there's gonna be more movies.
To stop wars and stuff. And I do think that James Gunn will eventually address this, because it looks like he's setting it up maybe for Peacemaker, you know, Rick Flag Sr., you know, and talking about, well, at the end of the film, they're like, well, they did it. Now the superheroes are in charge of us. So I don't think that's a plot line that he's going to forget. It's going to be, you know, in future films. So I know this has got a little rambly and stuff, but I wanted to put out all my thoughts and give examples of why I appreciate it more and why on repeat viewings I'm enjoying the things more. If it made you fall in love with Superman, this film's a 10 out of 10. But for me, you know, it has risen, and the highest it's going to get ever for me. And I'm not going to evolve from here, because I know what I like now and I know what I don't like, because I've seen it so often times. It's an 8 out of 10. And I could see people being harder on it. I could see people rubbing the wrong way if they've only seen it once, and then, you know, kind of flashes by.
I'm sure done way more than that.
Oh, Superman's not this and that. I can understand it going down, but it's not a bad film. It is such a crowd pleaser. It's such a feel-good film, and it's so rewatchable, guys. It's weird to me, you know. I think that I'd much rather watch Superman multiple times than Fantastic Four. And it's weird, because initially I thought Fantastic Four is kind of rewatchable, but it's kind of not. And it's crazy to me. I never thought that, you know, Superman would beat Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, well, I think it should beat Fantastic Four. I'm a Superman fan. I'll be mad if it didn't. But Marvel...
And it went straight into that fucking hell. Teleport straight in there. One blink.
Name actors in it, and
you know, the fucker's just gonna keep spawning in the middle of the fucking jump.
Was clearly going to be better. And at first it kind of looked that way, because it was doing a little better internationally. But I think ultimately it's... once that month was over, it was Jurassic Park at the top, Superman #2, and then, you know, Fantastic Four. And it's actually done so well and made so much money now that it's actually surpassed Man of Steel domestically. It's even passed Batman v Superman domestically. And that is wild. The fact that, you know,
definitely not internationally though.
Beat Superman with Batman in it, and that film did so well. That means it is a wild success in the United States.
What was he doing?
It has to be that James Gunn is a part of that. So domestic 335, Batman v Superman 330.
What were you doing?
291. It's just that really hurtful international 42%. Imagine if the international was 62%. You know, like it would be that 500. It would be $544 additional $1 million, and it would make $874 million. If it was as on fire as it was here domestically, this would be a $900 million film. It might have even, if it started rolling the way it did in the U.S. and other countries, it could have probably hit $1 billion Superman, which I never thought
$1 billion
isn't possible. It's not going to happen. And in my opinion, from here, the sequels are not going to do better. They're going to make less money. That's just the cynic in me.
I guess.
The pessimist in me.
Unless there's like a very well-known superhero besides Superman.
Future, but I know already that Supergirl is going to make less. There's no way, you know, the side character is going to make more. And James Gunn and DCU and WB need to set their budgets and expectations accordingly. For God's sake, the last Supergirl only made $17 million.
17? Shit, that's pretty low.
Now, it's not going to be that bad, but still, you know, you can't expect too much.
Didn't that movie come out like in the 80s or 90s or whatever?
Way too long. I've rambled on way too long. Thank you so much for watching and understanding exactly what matters to me in a Superman film, and this film has it. It has heart. It has warmth. It's like a big warm hug from this massive you know, like a big brother, and it's fucking sweet. And I love the film, and it works so much. I love the chemistry between Clark and Lois, and you know, in the future we can grow that Superman persona more. Because if there's one other criticism I can have is that this is basically Clark Kent in a Superman outfit. And he's in one mode. He's in Clark Kent mode the whole time.
Yeah.
The Kal-El mode's not really there.
Shit, get over
it. Is undercut the Kal-El, especially with this storyline from Krypton. But maybe he can get in tune with that more when he starts to learn more from Kara. So that's still there. But that Superman persona hopefully can grow. He can start to assert himself and figure out, you know, things that he's cool with and not.
Stop wasting my fucking time.
And we can get that as we go forward. We're getting a Superman 2, and because it's been successful in this, I think they're fast tracking, and you can tell that he's going into production of the sequel in the not too distant future. And it's wild to me, but I think we're going Superman, Supergirl, Clayface. We're talking only movies.
Oh, they're making a Clayface movie? That's interesting.
Able to manage at least.
Are they gonna do like a Joker thing?
They might be able to manage Superman 2 or Superman Saga. That is now a distinct possibility because of how well things went domestically. And hopefully, in the future, they can tailor to marketing and the stories and stuff to maybe find a way to appeal internationally. I know the Superman brand is tarnished, the American brand is tarnished, you know, internationally, but there might be other ways to get those international numbers up. All right, guys, that's enough for now. I will see you guys. If you like talking about Superman, we can talk about Superman. I'm obviously going to cover all of the news on DCU. So when things come up, I'd like to do more vlogs, little small news bits, if that's okay with you guys. And then obviously trailers for the movies and reviews for the TV shows and reviews for the movies eventually as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this big Superman fan with, you know, it's such a good time to be a Superman fan. We got good DC animation. We got good Superman live action. The only thing we don't have is good Superman video games.
Superman game, Superman first I have fun.
They're too busy making good Batman games, I guess.
James Gunn, what's going on there? Let's get some decent
not recently.
video games, and maybe that can knock.
It also last like really good Batman game, like besides Arkham Knight.
So, all right.
Nuclear Man, say thank you for watching the Angry Joe Show kill Superman. But first, I have fun.
Yeah, I think the only really good Batman game that we had was probably just Arkham Knight. That was back in 2015. Like, holy shit. 10 years ago. What? Alright, yeah. You had DSF on, I think. What? Come on! How the fuck did I miss? You're a shit. Get over here. Get your ass here. Motherfucker, again. Get your ass here. Fuck. Come on. You little shit. Catch up to him, man. Come on. Come on. Fuck. Final. What the hell happened there? Sometimes, sometimes this guy just gives me a lot of shit to catch up for no fucking reason.
Hello everyone, this is your...
What do we have here?
Daily dose of internet. I just found out that if you go to get your driver's license but tell them you don't know how to read, they will allow you to put whatever you want in the signature section.
They'll let you sign whatever you want on your driver's license, and that's why my driver's license is signed with a little drawing of a T-Rex.
Right, how the hell can you confirm that you can't write or
I'm
whatever?
trying to teach him how to ride a motorcycle.
Good, good, good.
Wrong one. Damn it.
She really had to ruin a romantic moment. She wanted to show off her new pet
Baby.
frog to the camera.
Yeah, look at that little cutie.
Get you. Ooh. Not enough though. Out of the way.
This driver in the SUV somehow didn't see
Dude,
this plane.
get the fuck out of the way. God damn it. Yeah, wait. Fucking cops getting more. Not helping at all.
These people got absolutely drenched by this train that was passing through a flood.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like getting hit by a fucking tsunami. What the shit, dude?
You already know exactly what's going to happen, and you're still going to laugh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, their teeth are so ugly.
Yep, there you go.
This cat is the definition of gluttony.
Yeah, take big chunks. Bad little shit.
Baby, it was just a lizard.
But was Doc sitting for a 300-year-old pug? Wait, what? Oh, there's the face.
I don't understand why I always find these types of videos so funny.
Hello. Just fucking scares the shit out of the baby.
It sounds like this chicken needs to stop smoking. These spectators got the best seats possible at this race.
Out of the way! I said, why is there always a fucking cop car getting in the way? Fuck me.
He had no idea that there was a raccoon in his trunk.
Who the fuck invited all these guys?
Alright. Let's give it a little tap.
This biker was riding with his girlfriend when he suddenly lost control.
Hey. Yeah, miss. That's a long one. Yo. Nope.
You're alive, you're alive. It's okay.
Wait. Not helping at all.
He created his own child flipping assembly line.
Dick.
Whee! Whee! His dog refused to believe that the door was open.
Come here. Come here. There's no door. Come on. He doesn't know.
What do you mean doesn't know? He just went through the fucking thing.
Come here. The other door's gone.
Yeah, come on.
Here, let me pretend to open the door. I'll push it open. There we go.
You don't need to understand his language to know what he's talking about.
Godverdomme, die brug dicht. En voor wat? Voor die roeiboot! Doe die mast dicht!
They were trying to figure out why their car engine wasn't working.
Alright, give us
It's not plugged.
Her little brother ran in to help her during the competition.
Beat the shit out of him. Come on, get him, get him.
I'm not sure if this dog was making fun of him or trying to empathize here.
Just probably both.
I found this guy that knows how to whistle in a really weird way.
There we go.
Here's a
Nice
video
buzz.
of a really thirsty snake.
Which one of them's gonna fall? Yep, there we go.
He didn't think that he could do it, but everyone showed up to support.
Penis? You can do it, Penis. Come on, Penis, you can do it. Yeah. Nice, Penis. That was nice. Calma, Penis.
I had no idea, but I guess wok cooking machines are a thing.
What the shit? What the fuck?
So, did I just get threatened by a crab? She decided that she wanted some chips right in the middle of the game.
Run to home, baby.
Don't even dare try to fucking bust me, motherfucker.
Alright, go tag home.
They thought that this would be a good place to pull over and have a fancy lunch. That is the end of this video. Hopefully I made your day just a little better. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Later.
What the hell going on in there? Alright. What else do we have here? I don't think I've seen this one yet.
Welcome back, guys. Hope you've been having a great weekend. And
Sure
you
have.
might remember a video I made around a week ago.
So good that it ended like 2 days ago.
To the various countries and part of the EU. And it looks like it's going to pass, but more on that in a second. You can see this tweet I got from Kubuko TV. Very interesting. It says, important, I got a response from the Slovak MEPs in the EU about chat control. After sending emails to all 15 of our representatives, I finally got a response. They also attached a preliminary opinion document. We'll take a look at that, of course. First, a little more context on the chat control measures, as that takes us over here to fightchatcontrol.eu, where they say
the same game, huh?
wants to scan your private messages and photos. The chat control proposal would mandate scanning of all private digital communications, including encrypted messages and photos. This threatens fundamental privacy rights and digital security for all EU citizens.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen this one.
3 member states opposing, 15 member states supporting, and 9 member states undecided. So this does seem to meet the first threshold of 55% of member states supporting.
And your private messages and photos? What the
But there's
fuck?
also something about a requirement of 65% of the EU population between those member states. And I'm not gonna like do all the math for this right now. I think it's reasonable to say that this is more indicative that it's going to pass than not, but it's not definitively going to pass at this point in time. It's just
That's
that
great,
direction.
and that's very scary. Our government tells you to fucking post your photos
We'll get to that part. First,
just for anything on the internet.
you will be impacted. Every photo, every message, every file you send will be automatically scanned without your consent or suspicion. This is not about catching criminals. It is mass surveillance imposed on all 450 million citizens of the European Union. Mass surveillance, no suspicion required, no exceptions, even encrypted communications. Breaking encryption, weakening or breaking end-to-end encryption exposes everyone's communications, including sensitive,
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna catch up to him now.
and private data to hack
Unless I take the shortcut.
hostile actors. Fundamental rights. Undermine.
What the fuck? What happened there?
Data protection as guaranteed by Articles 7 and 8 of the EU Charter.
What the fuck happened there? I was going to do the shortcut just fine.
Automatic scanners routinely misidentify innocent content, such as vacation photos or private jokes, as illegal, putting ordinary people at risk.
You made a
of
joke?
false accusations
Jail.
and damaging investigations. And effective child protection. Child protection experts and organizations, including the UN, warn that mass surveillance fails to prevent abuse and actually makes children
Your fucking mind out of the way.
everyone in diverting resources from proven protective measures. I can't help but laugh at that a little bit, considering that Secretary General of the UN was also trying to pass a regulation that would be essentially spying on people, in my opinion. But yeah, not continuing. Global precedent creates a dangerous global precedent enabling authoritarian governments, citing EU policy to roll out intrusive surveillance at home, undermining privacy and free expression worldwide. EU politicians exempt themselves from this surveillance. Oh my gosh, of course they do. Under professional secrecy rules, they get privacy. You and your family do not. Demand fairness. Now again, we of course would expect that politicians talking about sensitive matters would have that material protected so it can't get, leaked or spied on, hacked, whatever. But just like how we talked about with the UK, with UK politicians like Peter Kyle advocating people to not use VPNs because you're going to be on the side of predators if you do, or whatever he said. Meanwhile, those politicians...
They heard that, Scrub? You getting a VPN because of Borderlands 2? You're supporting pedophiles, according to this dude.
So Austria opposes, Belgium is undecided, Bulgaria supports, Croatia supports, Cyprus supports, Czech Republic undecided, Denmark supports, Estonia undecided, Finland undecided, France supports, Germany undecided, Greece undecided, Hungary supports, Ireland supports, Italy supports, Latvia supports, Lithuania supports, Luxembourg undecided, Malta supports, Netherlands opposes, Poland opposes, Portugal supports, Romania undecided, Slovakia supports, Slovenia undecided, Spain supports, Sweden supports. There you go. There's also subtext.
Portugal supports this shit? What the fuck?
Nations simply say government supports the proposal.
The one time where Portugal isn't based.
Hungary and Latvia, but let's take a look at the opposing nations here. So we've got only 3, of course, but Austria saying constitutional and privacy concerns, Netherlands, strong privacy protection stance, and the base femboys over in Poland saying opposition to mass surveillance measures. We can see how people are fighting back against this, saying take action, contact your MEPs, and we've got a bit more to go over regarding that and some timeline stuff here. But I think we've got enough context now to return to the initial tweet and read the email that was sent to us over there. So yeah, let's take a look. Once again saying important, got a response from the Slovak MEPs and the EU about chat control. After sending emails to all 15 of our reps, I finally got a response. They also attached a preliminary opinion document. Looks like the email is apparently from Mikel Wizek, member of the European Parliament, a Slovak environmentalist and politician who was elected as a member of the European Parliament in 2019, a part of the Progressive Slovakia Party. The email from him reading, "Hello, Mr. Varga. Thank you for your email and your expression of your position on the upcoming legislation to prevent and combat children being exploited online and terrible stuff happening to children, the so-called chat control. The European Commission published the proposal for the aforementioned regulation in May 2022. And since then, negotiations have taken place in the European Parliament and the Council of the EU. As the name suggests, the goal is to protect children from these terrible things happening to them online, which I believe most people can identify with.
Are you sure it's not
However,
something else?
finding a way to achieve this goal will be key. Also, given the importance of end-to-end encryption and privacy protection, the European Parliament managed to adopt its position on the Commission proposal in the previous mandate in November 2023. In contrast to the original Commission proposal, the European Parliament proposes to limit search warrants for this sort of material that depicts terrible things happening to children to specific persons or groups based on reasonable suspicion, and to explicitly exclude end-to-end encryption from the scope of application. The reasons for finding such a compromise were also the concerns you mentioned in your email. Progressive Slovakia is closely following the further development of this proposal. The leading role for this issue is played by my colleagues in the European Parliament for the Committee on Civil Liberties, Justice, and Home Affairs. And some names here that I can't pronounce, I apologize. Let's just go with the first one there, Veronica. Surely I got that right, hopefully.
No.
As a member of the committee, and Lucia Yar as a substitute, the Council of the EU has not yet adopted an official position on the legislative proposal, and negotiations are still ongoing, as it has not yet been possible to find majority support among member states for any of the proposed solutions, given the sensitivity of the issue and the different positions of member states. The position on the Ministry of Labor, Social Affairs, and Family of the Slovak Republic, which is the lead ministry for this legislation, appears to be generally positive, including on the provisions relating to orders for the detection of this horrific material that happens to children, as well as the technologies to be used for this purpose, Article 10, but with some minor suggestions for modification. The final preliminary position can be found in the attachment to this email. For download, relevant pages there. The current Danish presidency of the Council of the EU is trying to find a compromise between the member states in order to pave the way for a trilling negotiations on the final form of the legislation between the European Parliament, the Council of the EU, and the Commission. These negotiations cannot start without an official position from the Council of the EU. Only when the final text of the legislation is on the table will we vote on it, again in the Council and the European Parliament. Therefore, no vote is planned in this area in the near future. We understand the seriousness of the situation regarding this terrible material and the need for greater protection for children, but at the same time, it's necessary to find the right balance with the protection of fundamental rights, including the right to privacy of users. The European Parliament's position seeks to do just that. It will now be important to push this through in the negotiations with the Council. I hope my answer helped you. Best regards, Mikhail Wizek. And I probably also got his name wrong, my bad. So that's the full email.
We weren't even trying
that one. The area that stands out in particular is where he said, quote, the European Parliament proposes to limit search warrants for the redacted material to specific persons or groups based on reasonable suspicion, and to explicitly exclude end-to-end encryption from the scope of application, unquote. The first part there about limiting search warrants to only apply to people under reasonable suspicion is something that you would already expect at a baseline. However, the claim about excluding end-to-end encryption is a more compelling development. However, it's not the final law and only reflects the European Parliament's position, according to Mikel. That means that the claim could later be walked back as the negotiating process continues onwards, and also it doesn't seem to apply to messages that are not encrypted to begin with, meaning they would still have full reign to spy on any and all of your non-encrypted private messages. But as mentioned, people are fighting back against this stuff. We return to fightchatcontrol.eu where they say, take action, contact your MEPs. Your privacy and freedoms are at risk. These policies will impact every European. Your messages, photos, and private conversations will be scanned without your consent, but we have the power to stop this. Contact your MEPs now with a clear message. No to mass surveillance. Your voice matters. Make it heard today. 1. Issues. 2. Customize 3 send. Wait, it doesn't. I can't click this stuff. Okay, maybe I'm not supposed to click this, I guess, but what concerns you the most about chat control?
What is going on?
Breaking encryption, ineffective child protection, undermining democracy, technical issues, economic impact. Select those that matter to you or write your own message. So I guess let's just click privacy rights for example. And then click
what was going on? Why are there so many cops?
So it's some sort of like, you know, I don't want to say copy paste, but there we go, template. That's the word I'm looking for.
Template?
It's like a template, some ideas about what to send to your MEP. That's pretty cool. You got, as mentioned, you know, 6 different options here. I wonder if you could pick like multiple. Oh yeah, you can pick multiple ones too. What if we click view? Huh, look at that.
Multiple choice?
We'll check out that template. So clicking privacy rights and breaking encryption, just to test this out. The message reads, Dear representatives, I'm writing to express my serious concerns about the proposed chat control legislation currently being reconsidered under the Danish EU Council presidency. I am particularly concerned about the following issues. The proposed chat control legislation represents an unprecedented violation of our fundamental rights to privacy. Mass surveillance of private communications is incompatible with Article 7 of the EU Charter of Fundamental Rights. Breaking end-to-end encryption would make all EU citizens vulnerable to cyber criminals, authoritarian regimes, and foreign interference. Strong encryption is essential for our digital security and economic competitiveness. I urge you to Vote against any proposal that mandates mass surveillance of private communications, protect end-to-end encryption and digital privacy rights, support targeted evidence-based approaches to child protection, ensure proper democratic scrutiny of this legislation. The current proposal fails to balance child protection with fundamental rights and would set a dangerous precedent for digital surveillance in the EU. Thank you for your attention on this this critical matter. Sincerely, your name and address. Then we got the timeline here. May 11, 2022, initial chat control proposal. The European Commission unveils its original chat control proposal, requiring all email and messenger providers to scan communications for redacted material. June 20th, 2025, technical analysis published. New technical assessments warn of fundamental flaws in the scanning mechanism central to the proposal. Experts in civil society highlight privacy risks and the potential for widespread vulnerabilities. July 1st, 2025. Danish presidency begins. Denmark takes over the EU Council presidency, and on its first day, dude.
First day.
Introduces chat control as a top legislative priority. Lawmakers target an October 14, 2025 adoption.
Yeah, but we didn't take that long.
July 28th.
I've been busy. Day one.
15 states back chat control. 15 EU member states now support the chat control proposal, reversing earlier resistance. Germany remains undecided, making its position crucial for the October vote. France, previously opposed, has shifted in favor, making a turning point for the plan. Now on August 6, 2025, the most recent entry, we have fightchatcontrol.eu launched. This website is launched to provide information and updates on the chat control proposal. It aims to raise awareness about the implications of the legislation and mobilize public opinion against it. Finally, they say for more updates, follow us on Mastodon at chatcontrol@mastodon.social. And of course, once again, over here on fightchatcontrol.eu for more information if you want to take a look at this stuff. And I guess I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. As always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my coverage, and if you did, please consider liking and or subscribing to the channel. It helps out greatly. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll see you in the comments here and in the next one.
Hell yeah. Alright. What else do we have? Let's have a good old Nuxie video. Here we go.
This is probably one of
This is probably gonna be the last one, the last video for today. Chris Hansen.
That are in power and that are controlling society are finally freaking out. Chris Hansen, professional pedo catcher, is working on a documentary that will investigate Roblox's handling of child safety issues. Now,
what the shit?
Child,
they brought Chris Hansen into Roblox?
Because Roblox is one of the biggest games in the world. Every kid is playing Roblox. Every parent's kid is playing Roblox. Roblox is addictive as hell, and there is a massive pedophile problem on Roblox. Roblox is a kids game where pedophiles lure kids and actually meet up with them on the platform.
I mean, there's always been stuff like that. It's okay like Discord or VR chatting.
And people are finally starting to look into it. So I'll give you an example. I have a nephew that's addicted to Roblox, and some random guy in his Roblox chat room asked him for his address. And
Wait, what?
So I'll give you an example. I have a nephew that's addicted to
nephew?
Roblox, and some random guy in his Roblox chat room asked him for his address, and he gave the guy his address. He gave the dude his actual address, bro. Like, this is what happened to my nephew. So I know this person.
Oh my god.
I've personally seen this happen.
His nephew? Oh shit.
5-year-old kid, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. But this is a real crazy thing that happened.
Damn it.
So anyway, it got so much worse because this is Taylor Lorenz. She used to be a journalist for the Washington Post. Then she got fired because she supports terrorists and she told Americans to go kill Donald Trump. I'm taking artistic liberties, but she made a video titled "Someone Has to Do It" regarding someone needing to kill Trump. So Taylor Lorenz claims
now what bullshit is she doing now?
Protesters are facing police violence. There's police brutality in Roblox, the video game, and she's like not standing for it. Okay.
Fuck off.
Protest in Roblox faced police violence. Now, obviously,
the fucking anti-ice shit in Roblox. The hell?
But, do you know the best part? Citing a child who texted her, "We all got shot by the police during a virtual protest." First of all, base virtual police. Immigrant hunting in Roblox, fuck yeah.
world is nature's healing, whatever, all that. But this is the craziest part. This is absolutely the craziest part. She's texting children. She's texting
in Roblox.
children, bro. In Roblox.
Lady, what are you doing in Roblox?
Making fun of her for this because, like, dog, what the fuck are you doing? So, you know, Hassan never said anything about people in Iraq, nor did he say about the.
Lady, what the fuck are you doing in Roblox?
Power, nor was Iraq tied to 9/11. And this is her basically supporting the America deserves 9/11 statement by everyone's favorite retard on Twitch, Hassan Piker. You cut off the second part of Hassan's sentence. He said, no, we brought it on ourselves. 9/11 happened as a result of decades of atrocities committed to the U.S. We deserve 9/11, according to this. So, you know, 9/11, but in Roblox. Everyone is making fun of her for this Roblox thing because it's really funny. She's texting children. Now, Roblox obviously has a pedophile problem to the point that Roblox is trying their best to push back on the allegations. We're doing a deep dive into the Roblox pedophile situation, and honestly, I wanted to bring awareness to this. If you're a parent and your kids are addicted to Roblox, disable every fucking chat function you can, or just straight up remove it from their gamer repertoire. You should not be letting them play it unsupervised with an open chat.
Yeah, this, you know what this reminds me a lot? It reminds me like just Club Penguin, just 10 times worse.
Arguably worse. So, this is what
I don't remember this shit happening in like Club Penguin back in the day.
Like, obviously, like,
of course, there might be some occasion that it probably did happen, but not to this extreme.
They said on the radio that if your kid got groomed on Roblox, I'm not even kidding you, to call because there's like a class action lawsuit that's being filed against Roblox, right? Like, they are, bro, they are in a bad situation. This will class action. Yeah, exactly. Like, I heard this on the radio today. Today?
So it's
on the radio?
Happening. It is actually fucking
today as in like a couple of days ago?
Groomed on Roblox because parents can't be bothered to take care of their own children and decide to let Roblox groom their kids instead. And I mean, take care of them, obviously. It's happening at such an insane rate that they're actually making a actual massive class action lawsuit against Roblox for protecting pedophiles. Now, I know what you're thinking. They're not protecting pedophiles. They just happen to be pedophiles on the Roblox side. And Taylor Lorenz, who's arguably worse than pedophiles. I'm not gonna lie. She's kind of evil. You want, dude, she's texting children to write about ICE, but what the fuck are you doing? You call yourself a journalist, bitch? Oh my god. I mean, she does support terrorists and 9/11 and executing the, you know, president of the United States. So yeah, I think she's a pretty horrible creature. But,
she's a pretty dumb bitch.
To make fun of Taylor Lorenz and let it go, because journalists are subhuman. All right, now I've said this before and I'll say it again. All right, it's very important. You have to understand something. This is the human rights tier list according to Nuxanor. All right, the human rights tier list according to Nuxanor. So here you have the S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and F tier right at the very bottom. So over here in S tier we have kids. All right, they are S tier human rights. Protect them at all costs.
Fucking yes.
At all costs. A tier, parents, right? Parents, productive members of society, soldiers. You know, the goats. The goats that are putting their lives on the line to protect our country. B tier, Joe. This is your average Joe tier. Everyone else has B tier human rights. In C tier, you have politicians. Politicians, for sure, yeah. Politicians, and journalists. Journalists go over here. All of them.
Who's F
tier human rights.
Pedophiles?
In my opinion. And in F tier, you have terrorists, terries, fuck them all, let them die, don't care, fuck these assholes, and pedophiles. All right.
There we go.
This is the human rights tier list, in my opinion. All right. So thanks for joining my tier list. So right. So Taylor Lorenz is a C tier human rights, and the other people on Roblox are F tier human rights. So I'm really glad we were able to put this into our moral perspective. I'm really glad we're able to do this. It's very important. So anyway, Moist Critical made a couple of videos talking about this because there is a crazy predator problem on Roblox, and Roblox is directly fucking protecting these people. All right, Roblox is protecting the pedophiles because, in my opinion, they're trying to save their reputation.
It's always the same fucking play.
Let's do it together, gamers. Lock in, boys and girls. Let's up those numbers.
It's always the same play. You know why people? You know why the fucking companies that host those fucking cosplay events don't fucking call out the fucking people being weird? Because they're trying to save face. It's literally the exact same fucking method.
putting pedophiles and terrorists in wood chippers. If this is bothersome to you, I suggest you leave. We support the wood chipper doctrine. It's where you put them in the wood chipper foot first and put it on slow. All right, that's in my opinion. Alternatively, the penis guillotine. All right, it's patent pending.
Roblox is a platform that needs no introduction, yet every time I talk about it, I feel compelled to remind people that this is like one of the most profitable things on the planet. This game has become more popular than oxygen. Sure, all of you already know that. There's not a soul on this planet that hasn't at least heard the name Roblox.
I don't know, man. We have got to do something about this. Kids are really addicted to this shit, like every time, bro. Every time. And it's crazy. Like,
I'm pretty sure that at my work, because it's also the place at work, that it's also a bit of like a daycare, especially around summertime, because there's no school and shit. There's like a PS4 in there, and they use it to play either FIFA or I think Roblox, one of those two.
have conversations with random freaks. Dude!
You could live underground just feeding off dirt, and somehow I'm sure the name Roblox made it down to the subterranean culture. Like, it is actually that big. But for some parents that stay in the know about the happenings on the online space, Roblox is a name that might send some shivers down your spine.
Yeah.
Because there is a big problem.
Shiver me timber.
Existed for a while. One that the Roblox headquarters plugs its ears to and even actively tries to bury or dissuade people from trying to solve the problem themselves. That problem being predators.
Now, it's crazy to think about this because, like, bro, every boomer out there that says people on the internet aren't real, they totally forget about the tier list. The kids are S tier, okay, and pedos are F tier. All right. Now these assholes go for that. Like this is a thing, unfortunately. Okay, literally. Oh my God, dude. Wood chipper them, all of them, every single one. Why are we doing this?
There have been innumerable cases of Roblox predators preying on children.
Yeah, dealing with Roblox fatigue right now.
So many national
every goddamn time, man.
This issue, and it's gotten so bad that there are YouTubers and like.
Why is this fucking thing here? It always bugs out the fucking AI.
Hands to try and catch and get these predators arrested so they can make the platform safer for children. Roblox themselves don't do enough to keep the platform safe, so the community has taken it upon themselves to do it themselves.
First of all, immediately, this is retarded. All right, the Roblox devs, the people that are running that shit. First of all,
fuck.
How profitable is Roblox? All right, we gotta ask the big guy the question. All right, we gotta ask the big guy.
Get your ass here.
God, we ain't bothering God with Roblox. God doesn't like Roblox. I've decided. All right, this is my analysis. How profitable is Roblox? No yapping answer. Fuck you, AI with their infinite. All right, Mecha Hitler.
God damn it! Every fucking time I'm getting close, I can't fucking hit it. Damn it. What?
That's not true. What the fuck? Listen, maybe that's Roblox doing like
Get your ass here.
shit, like to scam the government. But that ain't true. That ain't true. How much does Roblox make a year? Okay, Roblox generated 3.6 billion in 2024. This is tax write-off, like corporate rich
3.6 billion. What the
fuck? All right,
fuck?
that's retarded. But yeah, they generated 3.6 billion in 2024. They are incredibly profitable. They could hire someone to make sure that there aren't pedophiles in the fucking server.
Like some fucking moderation shit.
Okay, absolutely, they should be able to do that. Okay, but they don't. So the fact that you need Roblox Batman to show up and start hunting pedophiles themselves immediately shows that there is a massive issue.
Like, Roblox always claims that they're working on it, but
Roblox Batman.
Equivalent of going to the gym and hitting 2 sets of dilly-dally and calling it a day. They don't actually do.
This is like saying, yeah, I did a lot of research into a topic, and instead of actually researching the topic, you were watching a Hassan Piker live stream yapping about something.
Too much for this.
Or just go to ChatGPT or Grok and don't look up any articles or whatever.
Threats of litigation because I catch predators on their platform.
So not only does Roblox not do anything to actually hunt the pedophiles or stop the pedophiles, but they are suing YouTubers that are hunting the pedophiles on Roblox because well, obviously it gives them a bad name, right? Like from their perspective, like this is like classic evil corporate greed shit, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. We're gonna
Corporations. There we go.
on C tier human rights immediately.
Yeah,
Without
base.
even a shadow of a doubt. This is insane. Like, right? If someone makes a video with 1 million views saying hunting pedophiles on Roblox, and that is giving Roblox a bad name, right? Because, you know, they're hunting pedophiles on Roblox. Implying that there's pedophiles on Roblox, giving Roblox a bad reputation. So instead of actually, you know, solving the problem, getting rid of the fucking pedophiles,
Just get rid of the video or whatever.
they're getting rid of the people hunting the pedophiles to stop their bad reputation. Like, this is exactly what VShojo did to me. Like, there was a swatter that was calling themselves VShojo, and I exposed them, and VShojo tried to cancel me because I was giving them a bad reputation. Like, dude, it's crazy. And I got so much shit for that. For years. For years. Endless shit. Unbelievable backstab. It's so every corporate.
Why there's so many cars in here, dude? Come on.
Assholes. Unreal.
In the last year, me and my team have gotten 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Almost
6?
Holy based, this man is a hero.
Come on.
Give him a trophy. What a goat. What an absolute legend this guy is. Second of all, Roblox, there were 6 pedophiles that were arrested that were using your platform to hunt children. You should thank these people. You should pay for Roblox predator hunters, okay? You should make it an open position in your company.
Yeah, you should make like a fucking paid position. Just fucking let that shit be just hired people to fucking do it for you.
Insane.
All of them have admitted to doing this before to other Roblox users.
This is a YouTuber named Schlepp who has been working to get
Not the white.
predators arrested that are preying on children through the Roblox platform.
Bro, dude, every time I do, like, the world is not beating the run by pedophile allegations. I'll be real. I've been going down the like the globalism, like conspiracy theory rabbit hole. Like I've been really looking into this shit, and I'll be real. I'm gonna tell you something very, very controversial. I really think that that the world is run by pedophiles. like I used to be like, nah, that's bullshit. But nah, bro, I don't know, bro. Welcome to the void. I'm there. I'm fucking there. You got everyone covering up for Epstein. Oh my god, I can't believe Trump is covering for Epstein. Yeah, and Biden covered for Epstein for 4 years. No, Trump is gonna cover for Epstein for 4 years. Dog, I'm just saying, man, there's some crazy shit going on. Crazy shit happening. These elites like him young, brother. This is fucking crazy.
And Roblox has now permanently banned him, like IP ban, banish all of his
great.
accounts to the Shadow Realm.
And the person that's helping you out long term.
It's pretty odd
fucking
considering
dipshits.
Roblox willingly turns
They really don't care.
pedophile plague on their platform, but will laser
They only think short term.
dial in and fucking call in like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs in order to try and wipe out people like Schlepp that try and stop the predators themselves. So instead of stopping the predators, Roblox stops the people stopping the predators. It's really backwards, if you ask me. That shit doesn't make any sense. Like, just let that marinate in your head for a moment. Like, I understand vigilante groups can sometimes be a problem, but when you as the company are doing nothing to actually stop it yourself, what other options are there? The community has to take matters into their own hands and start policing themselves to try and keep the platform safe.
First of all, that shouldn't even be a thing. It should not be a thing, okay? It should absolutely not be a thing. That the community needs to get random vigilantes to catch predators on Roblox because the actual Roblox community...
That's pretty obvious that this shit shouldn't should be regulated or whatever.
Roblox is really dropping the ball on it. Like, for some reason, they don't even get out of bed when they hear about a pedophile on the platform, but if they hear about a YouTuber doing something to stop that, shit, they fire up like Dracula. They set up like the...
I mean, realistically, this is just a corpo going for and rooting for their corpo interest. And because no one is going to directly be tied to this, it's absolutely diabolical. That's why, honestly, we need to get the boomers out of office, all right? There are too many boomers that are running the country, and these boomers are not aware of the actual issues that are going on in modern society. Right, the boomers, they're all sitting there and they're, you know, yapping about random bullshit that's not really affecting anybody. And they don't know what's going on. They have no idea. Like, there are terrorist supporters on Twitch that are slandering people and telling their audience to execute politicians.
That's a nice face of fucking fucking Charlie over there.
You have corporations that are actively protecting pedophiles and suing.
Nice thumbnail face right there.
Catch pedophiles because, well, it hurts their reputation if there are people hunting pedophiles on the platform. And because of that, they're suing them. No one says a word. In my opinion, you are aiding and abetting pedophiles and should be treated as such. This is absolutely insane. Insane. I don't know if you remember, a couple years ago, there was this guy, Ruben Sim. Apparently, he exposed the head of the Roblox moderation team as a freak, and they sued him for $6 million. This is what they do. This is how they silence people. They don't actually put a name on it. They're just the nebulous, nameless Roblox corporation that's making $3.6 billion a year. All right? And they're out there destroying the little people that cannot fight back, and they're protecting pedophiles to do it. In my opinion, this needs to be national headlines because every kid plays Roblox. Every kid. You know what? We'll even put this into the AI also. All right. By your estimate, what
how many kids play people Roblox?
American kids aged, let's say, 5 to 8, played Roblox. No yap. No yap. All right.
No yapping.
15%. 15%
Around
of children
15%?
are playing Roblox. 15%. Okay.
That's surprising me for a lot. I thought I was expecting a little bit more.
Okay.
But that's still a big, somewhat big number.
20%. Oh, never. Wait.
Oh, the number increased. Oh, holy.
A fifth of children played Roblox. It has 100 million active users. And it's one of the biggest pedophile stomping grounds in human history. This is Epstein's Island on crack, okay? There were 100 victims on Epstein's Island or 1,000 victims on Epstein's Island. There are potentially tens of thousands of victims in Roblox.
Missed again.
Lord, give me your strength. And let's try to get the patent in for the penis guillotine.
Yeah, penis guillotine.
They go to war.
I've seen, yeah, just go with that shit.
They have come after people like Schlepp before, the people that are actively trying to make the platform safer, and it just doesn't make any sense. The CEO seems to be too busy trying to pitch Roblox as a dating platform in addition to being for gaming.
What the fuck?
There's no way this is real. Roblox CEO continues his pitch of Roblox as a dating site. Dog, bro.
What the shit? Dating site for fucking literally kids that are less than 10 years old? The fuck?
Alright, not to get all conspiratorial on your ass. This is literally the elites showing up and they're like, yeah, we are going to ruin your children now. That's what we're doing today. Yeah. Fuck, that's brutal.
I already made a video talking about the lunacy.
Breaking news! Someone just linked this to me. I'm actually in shock. Hold up. I'm actually in shock. Wait a second. What is happening?
We have.
Bro, Attorney General Liz Murrell breaking. Today I'm suing Roblox, the #1 gaming site for children and teens and a breeding ground for sex predators. Due to Roblox lack of safety protocols and endangers the safety of the children of Louisiana. Roblox is overrun with harmful content, child predators, because it prioritizes user growth, revenue, and profits above child safety. Every parent should be aware of the clear and present danger posed to children in Roblox so they can prevent the unthinkable from ever happening.
Base, let's go.
State of Louisiana. Oh my glob. That is crazy. Based. Oh my god, there's so many more. People keep sending them to me. Holy shit. So this is Roblox. For transparency, we are sharing more information about our decision to remove vigilantes from Roblox. They doubled down.
Oh my god.
Community note. Roblox has a known history of refusing to take action against child predators. Wow, that's bad. That's
oh my god.
Ugh. Oh lord,
what?
That is bad. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Okay, I guess the guy just offed himself there.
This is going to be a generational battle. This is literally people versus the pedophiles. Let's win one this year, okay?
This idea, but it is like chumming the waters for sharks. The sharks in this case being pedophiles. Anyone who knows anything about Roblox and has a functioning frontal lobe should tell you what a recipe for disaster this is to turn a platform that mainly targets children into also having a dating site component to it. That he wants to be 17 plus, which is a weird number to choose for that, by the way. But the CEO, Dave fucking Hakalugi Bazuki, really is fixated on trying to make this a reality of turning Roblox into a dating site in addition to its gaming.
Crazy.
But they can't even protect children from pedophiles now. Imagine when they try and implement this.
Yeah.
Roblox is actively claiming that I'm hurting their players. Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations.
You've got to be fucking kidding.
Oh my god, they're saying that he is the one that's putting people, they're putting fucking kids in danger.
This is how you catch pedophiles, okay? I've done this before. I've been on YouTube for a long time, so I did do a Discord pedophile catcher thing. It's actually scary as fuck. You basically, you make an account, you call yourself a kid on your account, you log on to a platform, let's say Roblox, and you wander around, and
or Discord.
Someone just approaches you and starts talking to you, and you tell them, no, I'm not interested, and then they tell you, but hey, I am interested, and they just talk to you and essentially fucking groom a kid, right? And you are talking to a pedophile. Like you are just talking to a pedophile, and it's absolutely freaky. And that's why I have so much respect for these pedophile catchers, because I did do it. I've done it before. All right, I've done it, and it's scary.
Yeah, I think you even made a video about that as well, like a long time ago.
And you don't show your face, and you just do that shit.
What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you.
If you're talking sexually to predators, then that's entrapment. And therefore it's useless. Like, you need them to initiate.
You talk sexually to predators, like, straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you watch these videos, you know what the chats are doing, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord.
Yep, they always take you to Discord. They take you to another place.
And they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites.
Let's take a peek at this real quick. While Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, methods including failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels are actively interfering.
Yeah, because they're bombed, because they actually do anything, sure.
Critically are exposing Roblox.
Because they're obviously gonna fucking do anything.
That is so bullshit.
The report system that's absolutely bumfuck does nothing.
The Roblox team that was gonna do nothing about it. He is putting children at risk.
If that isn't the fattest load of barnacles you've ever tried to swallow, I don't know what is.
That is straight
The big
bullshit.
thing with everyone that is actively trying to keep the platform safer, like people like Schlut trying to catch predators, they report them immediately. That is the #1 thing they do. The problem is, and you can look this up there yourself, there are so many articles that detail how nonchalant Roblox is when it comes to these reports. The problem is, Roblox doesn't act on it. So as far as I know, in all of these predator catching groups, the first thing they do is report it through the proper channels on Roblox, but the issue is that report gets directly to the shitter at Roblox HQ for them to flush it. I don't know where it goes, but I guess it just goes somewhere to collect dust at Roblox. It falls into the goddamn back rooms. So they never actually act on any of the reports, so the proper channels are fucking useless. It's baffling, and in a lot of cases, Schlepp's about to give you an example, even when a predator is arrested, like a Roblox predator is arrested, they don't even ban that account that is associated.
Bro!
Yeah.
There is no way! There's no way there is an account with an actual pedophile, and they know that this account is run by a pedophile there to get children.
And it's still not banned.
After they know. How?
Yeah.
It's craziness. To say like he's not doing this the right way because he's not reporting it through Roblox is just incorrect, and also laughable for them to claim that by not doing that, he's putting users at more risk. How does that make any sense? How is him trying to catch these predators?
Yeah, he's just corporal bullshit.
In harm's way. Like more so than Roblox
Corporal
doing
bullshit
nothing except
speaker.
sitting on these reports forever, maybe using them.
All right, if anyone from the Trump administration is watching this video, let me make this abundantly clear. You have the opportunity for absolute cinema. You get all of the illegal immigrants from like terrorist gangs. You take all the Roblox pedophiles. You put them in an arena, okay? Then you have them fight it out.
Hunger Games, that shit. Let's
Whoever
go.
doesn't get the penis guillotine treatment. All right, this is literally it. They will fight absolute cinema, and it's all funded by the viewers. All right, put it on Amazon Prime. I am telling you, everyone will be watching that shit. Aliens versus predators, illegal immigrants versus Roblox pedophiles. It would be absolute
Yeah, that'd be fucking sweet.
The Office, like a coloring.
Personally, I would bet on the aliens. I just feel like they have the advantage of real life scenarios, and also they murder adults, right? They kill adults, whereas the predators, they go after
Only
children.
killed kids.
So I feel like they have a disadvantage physically on a one-on-one, but I'm willing to get on the poly market bets for that one. That's gonna be crazy.
Like how is what he's doing, actively trying at least to stop predators, putting users more at risk? The next barrage of mumbo jumbo from Roblox is equally baffling, saying that he's engaging in simulated child endangerment. Well, I guess Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's the child. It's simulated child endangerment is he's the child. He makes believe he's a kid. The predators approach him.
There are predators on your platform that are talking sexually to him and his group. That are pretending to be kids. And according to Schlepp, they're not initiating those inappropriate conversations. The predators are just...
That's what you... Okay, so I'll tell you what I did personally. When I did this pedophile catching thing back, because I kept seeing people doing it, and I always wondered if it was staged or not, right? Because they're catching, like, pedophiles.
God fucking damn it. Fuck.
So I made an
Now I'm
account,
definitely not catching up to
a
him.
fake Discord account, okay? And I went on a Discord dating server, okay? 18 plus Discord dating server, and I said I was 18 to get onto the Discord dating server because you need to like click a message, and then I said in the public chat, I know I said I'm 18, but I'm actually 14. I got 100 DMs, 100 messages from adults saying it's okay that you're 14. It's better actually. It was within minutes. It was within minutes. Okay. It scarred me. Because yes, there are billions of these people. They're fucking everywhere. It's disgusting.
Like fucking ants.
From inside the house on Roblox.
Or cockroaches.
He's not going out of his way to create pedophiles to catch. They are there. So the conversations do happen because the predators are there having them. And you have to imagine that in most cases, they're not having them with a vigilante group trying to catch them. They're having them with real children that are in real danger from these pedophiles that are running rampant on the platform. Now, the next thing they talk about, moving them to a new platform? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Schlepp mentioned...
Dude, it's like, I cannot believe you're taking the pedophiles off of Roblox. You are removing our cherished player base. Pedophiles are one of the largest actual groups that we are actually targeting over here in the Roblox community. You see, if I could please direct you to my pie chart. All right, if I could direct you to my pie chart. This is incredibly important.
There's pie?
This is the Roblox community. Now, this slice of the pie over here, this slice of the pie, right? This is children, right? That's children. That's the children's slice of the pie. And you see this slice of the pie over here. All right.
Motherfucker, come on.
This is retard adults that are still playing Roblox for some reason. We don't ask questions. It's what they do. And these are the pedophiles. Okay. So we're literally targeting about a quarter of our actual player base, and we're not accepting this. Okay, I want to make this. These are not factual statements over here that I'm saying. Okay, I'll make this clear. These are not factual numbers. I invented them. They are creative differences. Don't sue me, Roblox.
A lot of the conversations do end up off the Roblox service on things like Discord, and apparently that's an issue with Roblox too, that they've taken users from Roblox.
They're a core player base! They are a core player base! Oh my god!
By taking the core player base of Roblox away.
And brought them to Discord. It's like...
What do you mean? You're targeting a 25% ratio of the fucking people. This is diabolical.
It's almost like they were upset that they lost a user there to somewhere else. Like, no, you're not allowed to... You're trying to approach our community.
Dude, you don't understand how this is. You see, Roblox and Discord, all right, are two separate platforms. All right, now...
They're both brief shit with having pedophiles on.
Okay, so you have to understand, they're literally rival companies. Like, they are rival companies. Now, you have two companies. Both of them are places for pedophiles, all right? Every pedophile is...
Yep.
All right? This is a joke, obviously. Don't sue me, Roblox. All right, so now the thing is, you are literally poaching our players and bringing them to a rival community. We want them hunting children on our website, goddammit, all right? We do not want them predating on children anywhere else, okay? We want them here. Oh, my God.
We're gonna lose pedophiles if you keep catching them.
That's
and we need that to pump up our numbers. You kidding me? No. That's a big problem.
I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban of every single account that I own. That's just crazy. I can't even believe it. I can't even
IP ban as well.
Sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information. I have no idea what they're referring to this. I would love to know what they're talking about. Are they referring to the fact that I give the information of the predators that we find to the the police. Like, the people we're talking to are predators.
Another weird one here from the slimy suits at Roblox Corp. What do you mean personally identifiable information? It almost sounds like they care more about the privacy of the predators than the act of actually stopping them. It's like, whoa!
Dude, those predators are literally on Roblox all day. And here's the thing.
And they're paying for their stuff. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Take this with a grain of salt, of course. But you have to understand something. This is very important, okay? This is very important. The best way to lure children on Roblox is probably to have a sick account. So they are spending hundreds of dollars on Robux on their account. Pedophiles are some of the big spenders, all right? So you are literally targeting their whales. They are their most profitable fans, all right? And this is diabolical. This is diabolical. This is truly evil. This is horrifying. I'm losing my shit that this is real life.
You just shared some of our users' data without our permission. Are you kidding me? You're fucking doxing a pedophile on our platform? Nope.
Nope, we can't have that. Off you go.
Like, what the fuck? Like, it'd be entirely unnecessary if you would just do your job and give that personal information to the authorities so that way the predators could get arrested, but you're not doing it. So people like Schlepp have to. Like,
this insulting thing is that they told me I'm not reporting people quick.
You never heard of MMORPGs, mass multiplayer online role pedophile games?
Quick enough, and I'm not through the right outlets. Tell me the right outlets. I have been trying to figure this out for like a year now. This here is Nepali Incel. This person actually made credible threats to the Las Vegas sphere in a Roblox game. And I saw this with my own 2 eyes. And the reason why it's a credible threat, it is because the FBI went ahead and arrested someone for making threats within that same game. I made a moderation ticket about it, and I even actually made a report to the FBI about this. Where is the cease and desist letter for him? Where's the IP ban for him? Are you gonna ban all of this dude's accounts?
Roblox uses the proper channels as like kind of this shield, but it's really a myth.
I cannot believe you would use the proper channels.
It's
Now,
like it's like trying to get some fucking feedback from like a fucking YouTube bot on fucking Twitter. That shit never fucking works on you.
Finding fucking pedophiles and putting them in jail and shit. This isn't even vigilantism. Vigilantism would be beating them up in real life. This is literally just finding them. This is just investigating them and giving the information to the authorities. Oh my god, you Roblox, you fucking assholes.
It doesn't seem to actually exist because nobody knows the proper channels. They're doing all of like the reporting that they can to Roblox.
They're literally doing journalism. They're doing basic journalism and calling the cops. This isn't vigilantism.
Walks through everything they think is the proper channels. But Roblox, I guess, isn't very clear with what they are because they keep saying, nope, still not using the right channels. Well, what the fuck are they? Nobody seems to know how to access the proper channels. It's like a fucking Call of Duty Zombies Easter egg. How do you get there? Why don't you explain it then? Why don't you make it more clear?
Speaking of that, Daniel's fucking Easter eggs in Black Ops 1 is gonna be real fun when I fucking get to that game. Oh boy.
But those, I guess, aren't the right ones. So where the fuck are they and how can they access them? It's ridiculous. It is absolutely absurd. And then he makes a mention to...
Dude, we have to get this to have enough noise. All right, absolutely up those numbers. Leave a like, share the video, subscribe. People have to know about it. This is super important. Like, parents have to know and the government has to know. This is crazy.
Of how, like, this one guy who did get arrested for credible terrorist threats still has his account active on Roblox. And there are predators that have been arrested and are currently in jail that still have their accounts active on Roblox.
Insane.
Like, they do not act on this shit, but they will act immediately if they catch a whiff of somebody trying to take matters into their own hands to stop it themselves to make the platform safer. They're instantaneously right. They're
gone.
ready to slap them with some legal paperwork here. It's just craziness.
This is literally how it goes. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban after we reach out to them regarding felony arrests. What I typically have to do is report cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or go on the news to show gameplay of our decoys with the predators on Roblox. I've literally felt so lost in trying to get the attention of Roblox regarding these predators. I've created binders with all the chat logs, and I've sent it to their headquarters in San Mateo, California. This is the first time Roblox
of course it's California. Of course it's fucking California.
Or literally giving me a line to report these people, or simply saying, don't make these videos anymore, we're gonna ban you. Roblox just terminated every account I own and sent me this cease and desist.
I feel like
this is crazy. This is fucking insane. They're on the news arresting pedophiles that were caught on Roblox. They didn't just report this online. They mailed a binder to their headquarters. They mailed them a binder. This is like the ultimate fuck you moment.
They paid shipping for it, god damn it.
There's a really funny thing that happened in the news recently. I'm sorry, this is just really funny, so I have to share it. So this is what happened. The Daily Beast asked the White House for comment. The White House responded to the Daily Beast's request for comment with an image of a clown shoe along the text, "Your shoes, madam." This is literally the response that he got. This is literally his response. He mails a binder of pedo information to fucking Roblox HQ, and they respond with "Your shoes, madam." Like, dude, this is diabolical. It really is.
I think it's pretty clear in this case, Schlepp has literally done everything he can to try and let Roblox be the one to get these predators off the platform, putting the ball in their...
I mean, to be fair, do you really expect Roblox to turn on their own kind like this?
That they will do the right thing and act on this information, at the very least investigate it, but they're not.
Nope. Too busy smelling their own farts and counting money.
But Trump just did something, honestly, really fucking funny. Trump, Gavin,
What happened?
Newsom, 2028. This is the funniest
Gavin Newsom, oh boy.
in my life. This just happened today, but it's really important. It's really important. This is the funniest shit of all time. So Gavin Newsom posted this himself. This is the governor of California.
If he rigs this election, you will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat.
Trump mailed him a hat in 2028.
Let's go.
Fuck you. I've never seen anything quite that.
Let's go.
He mailed him a hat that says Trump 2028 and he thought it was a threat. Oh my god, dude. This is crazy. Holy shit.
Oh my god, what a fucking pussy that Trudeau is. Not Trudeau, Gavin Newsom.
Every possible avenue.
What a fucking pussy.
Proper channel, even though he even sent physical evidence to their actual brick and mortar location and still got nothing. It's very clear that there is no real proper channels, but they really don't like people trying to stop the predator problem themselves. But Roblox also doesn't want to do it either. So, I mean, what options are left? Just let that continue, let that fester, let Roblox be a platform where children are just completely unsafe?
That's the question.
I don't think that's exactly a bright future.
What do you
This
do,
is a platform that does desperately need to be cleaned up. It is a huge problem there, and Roblox isn't doing it. Schlepp then tells a very personal experience he had on Roblox when he was a kid, and how he was also a victim of these type of evil people. And when his mother reached out to Roblox to report all of that and give the evidence about everything that had happened to her son,
Didn't do shit as well.
didn't act on it, and that individual still wasn't banned until years later. There is a problem, and Roblox isn't solving it, so the community is doing what they can to try and keep it safer. But Roblox is attacking the community that is actively trying to do that for them. I think it's bullshit. I think that is fucking baloney right there, and Roblox needs a real change in leadership and how they approach this shit. Maybe Dave Pazuki, instead of focusing on bringing dating to a children's game, should focus on trying to keep the children on that game safe. Maybe that should be the priority, I would think. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I'm wishing Schlepp the best. I'm hoping Roblox will reverse their decision here. Schlepp also works with Gideon in catching some of these predators.
Gideon?
I know Gideon. We've spoken a couple of times. So anyway, they doubled down. So Roblox decided to double down on vigilantism.
Well, they did. Roblox decided to double down on their decision.
Of course they did. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They're making money either way, so they don't really give a shit about this.
Platform safer for children, a responsibility Roblox doesn't seem to want to do themselves, at least not in an efficient way. So the quick and dirty of it, if you don't know the lore, I'll give you the nutshell breakdown here. I made a video on it a couple days ago, but earlier this week, a YouTuber named Schlepp just got permanently IP banned by Roblox HQ and threatened with legal action because he colored outside the lines here. He was a little naughty in the eyes of the Roblox corpo overlords, the fucking weasels.
Damn you.
Those grease
Get your ass.
Apparently when he was young, he was the victim of a bad actor on Roblox.
Dick.
And as he grew up, he wanted to do what he could to make the platform safer for children so they didn't have to experience what he did. and thus he started actively catching predators and has actually had a few of them even arrested. He is doing what he can to just try and make the platform safer. Roblox takes a huge issue with that. One of the big criticisms
because they lose some of their
that has
customers,
existed
I
for
guess.
years is how poorly they handle predators on Roblox. They
Come
are
on, catch up them.
safety. Basically, their philosophy boils down to the old Luigi method in Mario Party, where if you do nothing, maybe you'll win. But in this case, that is not happening.
Fuck is he going so fast?
Their tactics here of basically just plugging their ears and closing their eyes and then wiping their ass with all the reports that flood in.
Yep,
It's led to a massive issue with Roblox where there has been a very common occurrence of predators preying on kids through their platform.
Yep.
You've probably seen tons and tons of headlines about pedophiles through Roblox by this point. It's very clear that they are not efficient when it comes to handling this.
Or just don't care.
The community has begun policing themselves.
Probably the latter, yeah, they just probably just don't give a shit.
Trying to do what they could to catch the predators and have them arrested, but it's not like they were going behind Roblox's back for it. Schlepp was actively providing Roblox all of the evidence, all of the reports, even sending a physical binder to the Roblox headquarters.
He paid shipping for that shit, man. Fucking shipping.
I guess when the package arrived there, they must have treated it like the Unabomber was trying to reach them or something. Like, Schlepp and all of these other predator catchers on Roblox are actively trying to go through the proper channels, so Roblox will be the ones to act on it, but they just have...
That is what everyone wants.
Yes.
Okay, that is exactly what everyone wants. Everyone wants Roblox to do it. No one wants it to be in the hands of the community, okay? Dude, no one fucking wants the community to be the ones policing Roblox. Everyone wants Roblox to do it. In an ideal world, there would be no pedophiles on a children's website with millions of kids. 20% of American children are on Roblox. 20%! Okay, 20%. There are 111 million active users right now as we speak on Roblox. 111 million active users now, okay? For all you know, 1 million of those are pedophiles. And you will never know. You will absolutely never fucking know. It is the #1 breeding ground for pedos to find children and predate on them. Everyone wants Roblox to deal with that. Everyone
They
wants
just
to
don't.
be in Roblox as a
Because
but they're not
in
gonna
their
do it.
eyes,
In fact,
whether they do anything or not, they still get money from this shit.
yourself. And this needs to get escalated to an actual federal investigation. This is a company that is a safe haven for pedophiles.
Haven't been, at least not enough clearly, because there's still a huge
Release the Roblox list!
problem on Roblox with this. So, Roblox shut him down and threatened legal action. That has led to a huge shitstorm for Roblox.
Good.
Rightfully so. This is headlines across the globe.
This is Epstein X10. This is 10 times. This is way bigger than Epstein. Like, obviously, Epstein was dealing with all these rich people, right? So obviously, that's a whole other thing by the fact that it's actual rich and powerful people involved in like the Epstein shit. But this is insane. This should not be dealt with in a normal fashion.
Here, a wacky new development is apparently Roblox Corporation's chief safety officer, Matthew Kaufman, just sold over $800,000 worth of company stock.
What the fuck?
Cease and desist.
Why is it Railway does not work? Come on. You fucking mind.
It's a good sign when people sell their stock, because that means they know that shit's dying. Right? That's how they know that shit is fucking dying.
I said Railway just does not
Huge
work.
W. Huge fucking W. They're scared.
Like a little panic over there at the HQ. Seeming like there's some holes in the ship. You don't often see the chief safety officer cash out that much stock.
Jumped ship.
In
the wake of a huge.
He's seeing the ship sinking. He doesn't want to be part of that shit.
He is supposed to be.
It's like, hey, we're noticing you're protecting pedophiles. Immediately sells $800,000 of stocks. All right, I think that tells us all we needed to know. That means they're not doing anything about it. That tells us everything we needed to know. Hell yeah, dude. They're trying to protect the 25%. All right, they're trying to protect the 25. All right, I'll be real.
25.
They're trying their best.
Managing and operating efficiently. Sounds like he's a little worried that people are more alert to how poorly Roblox itself handles safety in general. Another thing that happened is a congressman is also now
Congressman.
making a push for Roblox to do more to keep children safe on their platform.
Hell yeah, finally a congressman actually doing something based.
But huge W.
It's gotten so big, Roblox couldn't ignore it any further, so they put out a statement clarifying and doubling down on their decision to fight back against the vigilante groups, which is mind-boggling, just straight up fucking flaffitating that they thought that this was somehow like a W, like a PR win here. We are fighting back against the vigilante groups. And then crickets when it comes to pedophiles. Why aren't you fighting the pedophiles? Why are you laser focused with the fucking crosshairs on the vigilantes that are fighting the pedophiles? Like, this is a wild hill to die on. We're sharing more information about why it was necessary to remove vigilantes from Roblox and the ways in which we review and act on reports of abuse on Roblox. While seemingly well-intentioned, the vigilantes we've banned have taken action that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment
fuck
for
off.
users. I just need to stop right here and just take a pause.
Fuck off.
Schlepp and other vigilantes catching predators is not making the game more unsafe than it currently is by just having the...
I think Charlie didn't get too deep into the weeds of the corpo underworld, it seems. Look, I'll just tell you from personal experience, okay? There was a person that was calling themselves VShojo.
Fucking asshole, get over here.
And they essentially got private
Will you
information from a
fuck off?
on the internet and doxed
Blink,
and
frick.
swatted. Okay, they tried to get me as well. They came after me too. I figured out that it was a fake because I messaged the CEO of VShojo. He told me that it wasn't him, and he also told me
And they actually told him that they knew this. They knew that this shit was happening, and they weren't doing anything about it.
People for months and didn't do anything
Months.
about it. They thought it would be bad for their PR. When I eventually made a video talking about it and exposing that this was happening to literally bring awareness to this, because I was a victim of this group. VShojo canceled me. They stabbed me in the back. Every single one of their talent stabbed me in the back to silence me. And all of a sudden, the main drama was the fact that I was canceled. That was the drama. No one was even talking about the fact that they were covering up a doxer, swatter, serial fucking asshole. Okay? That is what they were trying to cover up. Okay? So, I want to make this clear. These corpos are protecting themselves first and foremost. Every time a pedophile hunter makes a video talking about how they caught a pedophile on Roblox, that is the ultimate bad PR for Roblox. So Roblox goes after them. They don't care about the predators. They don't care about the children. They care about the profit. And that is why they'll do this. Absolutely. So they will slander the vigilantes as the bad guys and say that, hey, look at us, big PR win, these vigilantes are getting taken down. The same way VShojo slandered me as the bad guy when I exposed a person that was using their name to dox and SWAT people.
Those predators running rampant with no one to stop them because you are not efficiently stopping them.
Yeah.
Like, this is a crazy stance
really
to take.
It's insane.
Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate minors, actively approached other users, then tried to lead them to other platforms to have sexually explicit conversations, which is against our terms of use. Accurate, timely reporting from our community is important. Reporting through the appropriate channels, including our custom-designed reporting tools, immediately and with as much specific information as possible is the best way to help us remove bad actors from Roblox. These reporting tools are designed to capture key metadata and details that cannot be captured from an email or screenshot and enable faster, more efficient reviews and more thorough reporting to law enforcement when warranted. I'm going to take another break here real quick. When does that go live? Because that's definitely not live right now. Like, what do you mean? Like, that is the bigger problem. Everything you're saying right there is absolute gobbledygook. Like, that's just
gobbledygook.
You're just saying words that aren't real. That is the big problem. No matter how many times people are reporting these bad actors through your channels, there is no efficient, fast reviewing that leads to the person being, kicked off the platform. There's so many cases of predators who have literally been arrested that still actually have their Roblox accounts live. Like, what are you talking about? That is blatantly false. And that is the issue. You can say you have all these tools and that you take in all of these reviews, but there's nothing that really shows that. If there's no, it doesn't seem like if that is the case, it's made any difference. Maybe you need to...
These motherfuckers just lying through their teeth.
Maybe you should work with the vigilante groups instead of vilifying them, because they're doing a better job at getting the predators captured and taken off the platform than your systems.
Bro, dog, homie, you know why. You literally know why. The quiet part is being said out loud. Because they don't care. Because they so do not care.
They don't care. They make you money either way.
Fuck about kids that are getting predated upon on Roblox. They don't care at all. It matters nothing to them. It doesn't matter to them at all. Or maybe you should help them instead. No! What do you mean help them? They're not even working on the same wavelengths here.
Czar, I don't know why you view the vigilantes as enemies. Again, I can understand in general why vigilantes could be a bad thing, like on a broad scale, but when the company isn't doing things...
Okay, alright, everyone is taking Roblox's narrative, and it is absolutely unacceptable. We are putting our foot down here, gamers. Stop calling them vigilantes. They're not vigilantes. They're absolutely not. They are victims. Okay, they are victims of predators that are talking to them because they think they're children. They are victims of predators on Roblox.
Ooh.
Then they just report that to the police. They are not vigilantes. Vigilantes implies that they're tracking them down, they're meeting up with them in person, they're beating the shit out of them. That is not happening. They are not vigilantes, they are victims. Stop. Literally, you're using Roblox's framing here, okay? And it is giving them more clout. Because
Fuck, didn't miss. Come on, piss off.
Obviously, depending on the individual, but it could be a bad thing, right? Vigilantism could be a bad thing if the vigilante has twisted morals, okay? Stop calling them vigilantes.
Well, like fucking Stain from like My Hero.
They're whistleblowers. They're not vigilantes.
Sean used to be a vibe back then.
The users, well, vigilantes are super necessary to step in.
We might be able to check it after we're done.
Not doing your job. Like it makes no sense to me that they would be
This
so
update's not the wrong one.
like Schlepp, where they'd cease and desist, ban him, and then threaten legal action. You could work with him. Why don't you guide him through the proper channels? He is doing a good service by getting these predators arrested. It is something you are not doing enough of. We realize that no platform is perfect, but we prioritize trust and safety because it's core to what we do as a company. It doesn't really seem like you prioritize it, by the way. It seems like EO is prioritizing trying to turn it into a fucking dating site for 17 plus, which, again, by the way, is a really weird age where he's trying to pitch a 17 plus dating service to a company, Roblox, so it'd be half gaming and half dating. It seems like that's the focus, because Dave fucking Bazooki here, the CEO of Roblox, can't stop yapping about it.
Dave Bazooka over here. Dave Bazonga over here.
This is an area where we invest heavily and are always innovating, helping keep our users safe.
Innovating.
Part of our vision of connecting a billion people with optimism and civility, and is a strategic imperative for our creator community. And then just a bunch of blabbering here, all of which it doesn't.
Oh my god, the fucking purple is so such horse shit.
Instantly, but it's clear that reports are falling on deaf ears. Like, there are predators, real predators, with irrefutable evidence that Roblox is not acting on it. So there is a problem here, and it doesn't seem like they're doing enough. Then they go.
Did this again. By the way, they did this 6 years ago with Ruben Sim. All right, he's a different guy that exposed known pedophile accounts on Roblox, and Roblox silenced it. They sued him for $6 million or something. All right, like, oh my god, dude. It's the playbook.
6 years ago. How old is Roblox?
Playbook. All right, silence the critic.
Probably like what, 10 years by now?
And make money.
Probably even around the same age as like Fortnite or whatever.
Messages and how many users are on Roblox. Again, I understand there's millions and millions and a lot to go through, a lot to comb through. Which is why, again, I don't understand why they wouldn't be extending an olive branch to the vigilante groups who are clearly doing a good job at catching real predators that are on their platform. Roblox is missing them in a lot of cases. I don't know why they would...
Roblox needs to disable the chat. There needs to be no way to socially contact other people through Roblox. Like, that's ultimately what they need to do. And they don't want to do it because obviously that's part of the appeal, right? Obviously kids like it because they don't know any better, and pedophiles like it. And I mean, listen, they got to pander to their pedophile audience, right? Those guys love it too. They need to disable the you can. No, I know you can disable the chat feature. Roblox needs to disable the chat feature.
Yeah, all it takes is one crash.
On
Fuck
their
me.
side. That is the only way.
Fucking sped up so
And they're
fast.
not willing to do it because obviously it hurts their bottom line.
Wouldn't want to work with them. Again, as they mentioned here, they've got, you know, fucking billions of messages that get across, billions of reports that swipe across their desk every day. Why wouldn't you work with the community that is actively trying to help you and help keep the platform safe? So now they talk about why they've decided to remove vigilantes. We have been monitoring vigilante activity on Roblox for some time. These groups began by reporting safety concerns, commenting on...
They're not vigilantes. We have to stop calling them that. Calling them vigilantes plays into Roblox's hands. It's a cool word, all right? It's a cool word, right, to throw around, right? Batman's a vigilante, he's cool, right? But we have to stop referring to them as vigilantes because vigilantism is technically not, like, accepted if you're breaking the law, right? Like, you can't be a vigilante and beat up pedophiles because that's illegal, right? They need to be convicted first. That's why we have rules and laws. Calling them vigilantes plays into Roblox's hands, and I think we have to stop calling them that. They're not vigilantes, okay? They're whistleblowers, they're victims, they're heroes, they're concerned citizens, right? They're investigators.
Thank
All
you,
of these
random
things are fun.
citizen.
We have to stop calling them vigilantes.
News about Roblox and challenging us to do better. We appreciate this feedback and use these reports to improve our safety systems. More recently, vigilante activity evolved. Instead of just reporting on safety issues, vigilantes started impersonating children and actively sought to connect with adult users. Those conversations mimicked inappropriate behavior and actively encouraged other users to connect on other social media and messaging platforms, thus bypassing Roblox's own safety systems.
Who is not being protected, right? You have to realize how insane this is. It's bypassing Roblox's safety system when the pedophiles are no longer protected. If the pedophiles leave the Roblox platform, the pedophiles might get caught. So we gotta protect those, all right? The poor pedophiles are literally getting exposed.
These were not one-off situations, and we saw the behavior accelerating across many accounts.
Like, the only reason why you would actually be against this is if you support the pedophiles. Like, you want to protect your company, obviously, and stuff.
Or you just don't give a shit about
and also support the pedophiles.
how you make your money.
Fucking pedo cabal that's in charge of the world, that shit's crazy.
This actively created an unsafe environment and normalized behavior that is both unacceptable on Roblox and is against our terms of use. Our policies prohibit directing other users off Roblox to another platform through chat and having/simulating sexually explicit conversations.
They're out there like, oh my god, the pedophiles are losing the Roblox protection safety net.
These are serious policy violations that risk removal from the platform. Just reread your statement here, Roblox. You recognize that these groups were reporting all of this to you, and then you're confused on why they started doing more than just reporting. Could it possibly be because all of the reports they were sending your way for so long weren't leading to the predators
which is straight to the toilet?
Platform or anything? Could that possibly be the reason? Could you follow that trail of breadcrumbs of logic? Like, I don't know how they can be so delusional to not recognize the reason why it evolved beyond just reporting, and then they...
Of course they do! They know! Okay, everyone's like calling Roblox stupid for not realizing and stuff like that. They're not. They're not.
They're not. They know what they're doing. They just don't care.
They're evil. Evil is so much worse than stupid. 100%. Stop calling them stupid. Roblox doesn't realize. I can't believe Roblox is so foolish that they don't realize that they did report them. Of course they realize they report them. They don't care. They're in on it. They're in on the game, bro. Oh my god.
Started using like decoys to try and get more evidence is because
like this is like, you know how you read about like how in the Bible like there would be these ancient like people that they would sacrifice children as child sacrifices to the Moloch in order to increase their wealth and riches and shit. Roblox is a modern day Moloch pagan cult religion. Okay, that's basically what it is. They are sacrificing children to demons for profit. Okay, and what are we doing? Right, allegedly, in my opinion, this is obviously a metaphor, not literally. Okay, don't sue me, Roblox. There's so much. It's so much worse than stupid. They're evil.
Who weren't acting on the reports. Thus, they gathered more evidence on these bad actors and turned it over to authorities who did act on it. The evidence was sufficient for the police to issue arrests and get the predators.
And they just don't care because they make their money either way.
Do anything like the bare minimum to protect children from these bad actors, these evil people. Like, I don't know why they're confused. They're making it sound like it's some kind of epidemic that spiraled out of control.
They're perfectly sane. They know exactly.
When that's just not the case. The reason why it evolved so much is because you weren't doing enough. So the community started taking it upon themselves to try and act and do better and ensure the platform was a little safer for whatever they could do. They then have this section on the importance of accurate reporting going over, like, they needs to act in accordance with their policies and all of that, and then due to privacy considerations, we cannot inform users whether reports have led to
What if you expose the pedophile? Huh? Do you realize how bad it would be for the pedophile's reputation if you expose them? This is so sad.
But the thing about that claim is, to me, it seems like they're trying to hide behind their numbers. Like, we get so many reports, and we just can't inform you if, like, your report led to that person getting banned. But just trust us, it probably did. Like, we're actually, like, we're doing such a good job of getting them all banned. But the thing is, people aren't that fucking stupid. When you have found a bad actor, if you have found a predator, and you're reporting that person, a lot of these people are following those accounts to ensure that they get banned because they are a danger to the community. And in a lot of cases, they're not getting banned.
They're not getting anything.
They know that there hasn't been consequences. Whether or not Roblox is telling them, people can see for themselves when the accounts aren't banned. They then talk about how they actually go above and beyond.
Roblox out there be like, do not believe your seeing eyes and your hearing ears. We are, in fact, protecting the children. Right. Sure. Thanks, bro. Thanks, dude.
Thanks, giant corporation, for having my interests in check. Probably.
Information to help track bad actors across platforms to help keep users safe even beyond Roblox. In 2024, they submitted 24,522 reports to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They then say that on multiple occasions they found vigilante groups holding the reports to Roblox until after they had coordinated real-life meetups and built their own social media posts, and then explain why that's a bad.
So to be honest, I don't even think that's a bad thing. First of all, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think that these vigilantes are reporting it to Roblox, and I think they're just literally covering their own ass here. But also, they don't do anything with these reports. They don't do anything. Nothing happens.
Thing about how waiting to report to Roblox or the relevant authorities means alleged bad actors could potentially remain on the platform longer, leaving the community open to additional risks of harm. And they close out this section by saying that they recognize the community's frustration with how they handle violative
Sure they do. Yeah, fucking bitch gun away. Come on. Had direct eyesight into the fucking that bitch gun away.
Applications that need to be independently confirmed because without verification it would open up significant abuse and misuse and all of that, so they have to do their due diligence. Overall, this is them saying that they actually take the reports very seriously and that they
It's lying, okay? They're like, actually,
Sure they
we
do.
are lying. Actually, we are not taking this seriously. Do not trust a word that comes out of their mouth. They are liars. They are trying to frame a narrative to suit them best. Not a word should be even believed remotely. In fact, it's insulting. It is insulting to every fucking victim of a pedophile that was groomed or harassed or raped on Roblox. It is a laugh and slap in the face of every single parent who lost a child and of every single child who is traumatized for life over this shit. It is insulting and humiliating, and it should be played back to them in court after actual
How long is this video?
come forward.
It's like 10 more minutes.
Victims come forward and talk about their experiences that happened through Roblox. How despite
So why are you complaining? You're getting more critical here.
people were reported to Roblox, nothing happened, and after reports, they went ahead and still victimized more
Didn't
children.
you want?
I want them to
You tend to check on Moist often, right? You haven't seen this one already?
Actually are taking it seriously and are clamping down on predators, and then send them to the Penis Guillotine Center for rehabilitation. They rehabilitate people without their penises after the penis guillotine gets to them.
Actually do a lot to try and keep Roblox safe, even beyond Roblox. They then also claim that some of the vigilante groups...
I'm noticing a lot of people in my chat are asking me this question that I seem like I'm contradicting myself by sometimes I say wood chipper, sometimes I say penis guillotine. Oh, it's very simple, actually. You see, the penis guillotine is for pedophiles that have not actually raped children. But they are pedophiles, they tried to rape children or whatever, a penis guillotine. If they actually did rape children, wood chipper. All right, I want to make this very clear. Right? This is my my moral delineation in the sand. All right, so the penis guillotine, that's for...
Does it really matter
right,
if I use the penis guillotine incorrectly, though?
I just want to make this clear, all right? Because I'm seeing confusion on the Nux moral code, so I just want to make it very clear.
Groups are like making social media posts about all of these bad actors before even reporting to Roblox. Of course, I don't know if that's all true or not. Very well could be. But the point still stands. There are a lot of bad actors on Roblox, even with all the reports they...
That's an understatement.
And the ones that they report to the proper authorities. There is still a huge infestation of these evil people. And the vigilante groups, the ones that Roblox is fighting tooth and nail against, whether they like it or not, they are making a difference in making the platform safer. Roblox...
They are, not just because of the pedophiles that they actually get arrested, but because other pedophiles are going to be scared. Other pedophiles are going to be scared that what if they're actually talking to a vigilante and they're not actually talking to a kid? And it might scare them enough to think that it's not safe.
Fucker.
You know, being predators and predating on children in Roblox. It's a massive W. It's an absolute fucking W. Every single time this gets publicized, it's good because not only is this pedophile arrested, but it might disincentivize other pedophiles from going ahead and trying to rape children. It's a massive W every single time, and it needs to be on blast every single time. That's why I'm so happy that this happens. This is crazy.
Can, submit all of these reports and do as much as they can, but as they showcase, they get so many and they can't go through all of them. They can't.
To be clear, it's insane how many of these pedophiles there are. You think it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? It's not.
No, there are a couple.
Thousands. Okay? This is a
fucking missed again. Damn it.
This is a gigantic playground with 100 million children, and the pedophiles can walk in with 0 repercussions. Okay? That is what we're looking at. It's just online. So for whatever reason, the government turns a blind eye.
What the fuck do you mean? Come on.
Maybe the government doesn't actually care about pedophiles or something.
Can't thoroughly investigate every single one. They can't analyze every single screenshot from every off-platform message.
Why is that another one?
They know that. They do even hint at that. But these vigilante groups, in a lot of cases, do go the extra mile for a lot of these individuals, and it leads to them
getting arrested
and away from children. It takes the predator away from victims. It makes the platform safer. It's not something Roblox should be battling against so vehemently. I really just don't understand why they don't try and work more collaboratively with people like Flep or Gideon, who are actively getting these predators arrested. That's the big problem. Roblox isn't doing enough to keep children safe, and instead of like trying to find more ways of keeping predators away from children, instead they're trying to legally strong-arm vigilantes into silence and just leaving it all alone and letting...
Because obviously it's bad PR for them. Every vigilante is basically broadcasting that there are pedophiles on their platform. They are the ultimate terrible PR. That's why they go for them. All right, it's not about protecting kids. It's not about following guidelines. It's not about any of this. It's all fake. It's all a facade. Everyone's talking about these surface level issues. That's literally none of it. They want to make money, and these people give their platform a bad name. And they would prefer a good reputation than over children that are actually getting raped.
Roblox handle it. Put their trust in Roblox, a platform that has repeatedly let down so many people when it comes to getting these bad actors taken off the platform and away from victims. It is a problem that Roblox has done nothing to help with this statement here. This doubling down about this being like some kind of righteous fight against vigilantes is just so
righteous fight. What?
Crazy.
Yeah. Which is why we have to not even give it the we can't even give it the air by calling it vigilantes. That's why we can't call them vigilantes.
They then spend a paragraph giving you a tutorial on how to report users, which is just completely useless. It's like giving
I was gonna say, just don't even bother, because that shit don't do anything.
It's useless. Like, you can report people till the cows come home. It's not working. That issue. I'm talking the Flagger program, where close and trusted partners can report serious criminal activity such as terrorism, violent extremism, or child exploitation directly to Roblox. The idea is that the trusted flaggers are someone that Roblox puts a lot of weight on with their reports, but the Trusted Flagger program...
I think every one of these messages needs to be logged, but the issue is they leave the platform, you know? Every one of these messages needs to be logged. The FBI can comb through these messages. Every single time they find somebody, they get them and they fucking jail them. Like, dude, there is something we could do about this.
What the fuck, man? If anyone just randomly does that, come on.
By sending friend requests. Okay, that's how they leave the platform.
There we go.
And you send a friend request on Discord, you say what the name of your account is that's sending it on Discord, well, the FBI can get those Discord logs. Now again, I am a big fan of privacy, but when it comes to actual child predators, fuck them completely.
And while it sounds good in theory, is actually highly neglected. And from what I've read from a bunch of people with this program in particular, it doesn't do anything more than just a normal report. It doesn't seem like they actually take into consideration the trusted flag more than the normal report. Overall,
I've seen Twitch doing more shit with the fucking reports than fucking Roblox. And they're also pretty bad with that.
Upset that people are aware of the predator prop.
Thank you! It's what I've been saying since day one. What they are trying to do is silence the people that are bringing attention to a predator problem on the platform. 100%, that's literally what it's all about.
As opposed to the predator problem existing in the first place.
True.
It seems like Roblox would rather people just be completely ignorant to it, just silence on it while it's still being in the background. Like, it doesn't seem like they care so much that the predators exist, they just care that people are talking about the predators.
Next, are you a fan of transgender care? Well, it depends. Obviously, we're cutting penises off pedophiles. I'm actually very pro-trans in that regard. Me.
Existing now. Like, their priorities are just so out of whack. Legal action against someone who was victimized on your game and is just trying to do what they can to make it better, and just a blanket removing all vigilantes type approach to things here is just
we have free trans fucking surgeries to fucking pedophiles. Just chop off the fucking penis right away.
To protect them. It's crazy to me. Anyway, I just wanted to give you the follow-up to all this. That's really about it. See ya.
Yeah, so anyway, this is what Donald Trump had to say, all right?
That's why they want men playing in women's sports. That's why they want transgender for everybody. Everybody transgender.
That's me when I'm talking about pedophiles. Everybody transgender. Me when I'm talking about pedophiles.
For everybody transgender.
Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Share this video, leave a like, subscribe, up those numbers. Everyone needs to know about this because every parent has kids on Roblox, and every kid is on Roblox. So fucking hell, show this to everybody. See you in the next one, gamers, and stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.
Anyway, alright. I think that'll be it for today. Let's see. Let's just go to command post and fucking buy some shit. Pretty good, I guess. Right, that was the video they want me to watch. I hope it's a short one because it was just about to end stream. Yeah, I know, this is a long one. This is a long one, and we're just about to end stream, so maybe some other time. I was trying to get you to watch it during grinding. Yeah, I get you. It's just that video was just about to end right when we're about to end as well. I think it was this one, right? Yeah, pretty sure. Yep. There we go. That should be all the level 4 cars. This was the one I was gonna get you to watch at the end. Alright, fine. As long as it's short. Alright. Let's see. So yeah, we should be finally done with the level 4 cars at least then. Yep, finally done. We're definitely not gonna have to spend as much money on these things. Dude, I'm pretty sure that was just 7 out of 20 fucking sets. Yeah, hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, only 7 sets done. There's still 13 more of level 1, level 2, and level 3 cars. At least those ones shouldn't take as long to upgrade everything, just because, you know, the level 4 upgrades tend to be pretty fucking expensive. But yeah, this is still gonna take a bit. There's still plenty of them left to go through. But at least we're down to level 4 stuff. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this one only has like level 1 stuff. So it only takes like, doesn't even take 100. Doesn't even take 100 SP to fucking fully upgrade this one. Yeah, probably like, let's see. 25. That's like 65,000. Yeah, 65,000 just to fully upgrade this a level 1 car. Not even 100,000. So yeah, once we get to like the level 1s and 2 cars, it shouldn't take too long to get through all of them. Just because they don't have much to go about. There we go. Just put it back here. Just have it ready for next time. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Pretty good, I'd say. It's just that the farming is still gonna take a bit, and at least we're done with the level 4 card, so we said it's that. So yeah, let me just do this. Alright, now, what do we have here? The Dazzles 2 buy eggs. But you already fucked up at the beginning?
How would I not have guessed?
Oh. Oh no, it's just him reacting to the song having his fucking face in there.
Oh gosh. 3, 2, 1.
Dreams come true. Yeah.
What am I looking at?
Baby, tonight, if I get close to you.
Is it doing the Markiplier meme?
Why isn't it just end?
Why is it still going? There we go. What do you mean 96?
I don't think I can sleep tonight.
Why the Markiplier meme though? Okay, sure. From Markiplier to Peter Griffin was hilarious. I guess. He's still not gonna sleep him. I actually wouldn't mind like a remix of me on something. I don't know. I don't tend to really get that much like fan art or whatever. So I wouldn't really mind. But yeah, that'll be it for today. At least we're done with the level 4 stuff. Yeah, thank God. Right. 13 more fucking sets left to do though. And at least level 3 stuff's not gonna take as long to level up. Because level 4 upgrades seem to be quite bloody expensive. Especially the fucking helicopter stuff. Especially the fucking helicopters. Yes. Right. We're gonna have to say that for another time though. For, let's see, next stream shall be tomorrow, where we are gonna be finally going back to Birth by Sleep. Right. As we left off, we finished off with the Stitch world, I'm pretty sure. And I also managed to do that fucking command board off stream. I managed to get the win on that thing, so I don't have to repeat it. So yeah, probably tomorrow we can probably just go straight to Neverland, do the command board, and probably progress more of the story, and then we can probably finally start the farm to like you know, the farm before we do the final boss with Aqua. At least on her playthrough, because there's bound to be a lot of shit to do post game, lots of it. But yeah, again, next stream shall be tomorrow at 9:30 PM GMT, where we are gonna be continuing on where we let off with more Birth by Sleep. If you like to be notified when I go live or any other shenanigans, I have my stream schedules of the uploads. You can go to my Discord where you'll be notified as such. If you also want to keep track of any previous streams that was past, you can also go to my YouTube channel as well. Now with all that said and done, who are we gonna be running today? Yeah. Let's use on right now, shall we? Okay. Looks like I have someone here playing Sonic All-Stars Transformed. Okay, that's kind of cool. Even pulling out the Sonic PNG. Okay, nice. Oh, always love seeing the Sonic. Always love seeing the fucking Sonic PNG stuff. I haven't played the Odyssey in a long time. It does look fun. I wouldn't mind playing it at some point. I'm not gonna buy a Switch for that though. Just for one game. There we go. So yeah, for this stream we are going to be rating Puma Cat O. Right now they're going through a Mario Odyssey, that is. So yeah, you guys have fun with the Puma. Have yourselves a merry day. As always, have a good one. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Have a good one. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya.